This was a class.
All right, today is going to be rough and kind at the same time. You will be on time next time.
Each time at the same time.
Well, it's going to be rough because it's going to be rough because you lie to yourselves. I was trying to find a technical way. You're doing a good job in your ABC sheets. Very good job. Very good job. I'm going to spend most of my time sharing the screen today. You're going to walk with me through today's class. I remember writing it 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I remember saying, they're not going to like this at all. I remember saying that just to give you a brief understanding of, I don't know if I'm well organized. I'm not sure what I am. What I can tell you is I don't play no games. Now that I can take. So here is the getting out your own way. Here you can see weeks 1 through 3 that I have set aside for you. And then we went over all this low self-esteem. I had y'all talk about it. We would talk about it. Advanced application of CBT, which I'm unworthy of this, and that. And then it comes down to this part. And just so you see, I got plenty more. Just so we know. Today, I've isolated this separately, as a matter of fact. I'll do it this way. I've isolated this separately so you can see it because I want you to walk with me. I've even put Kirk Franklin on in the background for you. Oh, I'm not sharing it that way. Now I've even put Kirk Franklin on in the background for you because today is rough. That's why you relate. However, the instructor won't be rough. Is that okay? Am I sharing the right thing? I don't know what I'm sharing right now. The instructor won't be rough. I didn't mean you see Kirk in the background.
Oh, okay.
Because you still probably hear Kirk.
Yes.
Let's talk about your ABC sheets first. Good job turning them in. Some of you are going, I only got triggered once today. Good job. Good job. That means you're applying it. Good job. Good job. Let's not only document just our triggers, because triggers are obvious. Well, when you're thinking about your triggers, they're obvious. But if we would be honest, Antonio, I said my name. You don't even know when you're triggered. You don't even know when you're triggered. So write this down. Whoever you kiss in the mouth came out your womb or now old enough, you have to take care of them like they took care of you when you was a baby. And here's a bonus, and you live with them. These folk see the worst of you. It was simple. I can memorize it. You kissed them in the mouth. This is who you know, this is daddy, mama. And I don't mean daddy, mama. You understand? I mean, look back at it, daddy, mama. You understand? This is the way I mean it. Okay. Now that we understand that, Anne Marie. The folk you raised, your parents you now take care of, and the folk who live with you, they know the worst of you. And you are triggered by them nearby daily if you're not focused and you don't even realize you're triggered. You have justified these triggers as, write this down, They know who I am. Mm-hmm. They know what they do. Come on, help me out, somebody. See, if it wasn't, you can put whatever else you want to put after that. I'm not gonna keep getting disrespected. Come on, help me out, somebody. We can. Okay, there you go. Okay, Jayla said that last one was for him.
What was the last one again? I put.
I'm not gonna keep getting disrespected.
Okay.
I'm tired of y'all using me. Okay, I got. Here's one that Antonio used to suffer with greatly. I don't like being underappreciated. They don't want to get with me today, Anne Marie. They don't want to do it. They don't want to give with me today. Underrepresented. Can I give y'all a favorite one? A crowd favorite? You don't treat me the way I treat you. I just want back the same effort I give you. Share Kirk Franklin while I
Reciprocity.
do this. Reciprocity. Lauryn Hill was the first time I heard that word in the song.
Yes. I feel like our whole community, that was the first time we heard that word.
All right. Put Kirk Franklin on so y'all can. And so on and so on and so on. Is this okay? Yeah. I'm being kind. I'm being gentle. Here's how the class is about to get worse, because we're about to talk about Napoleon Hill's six fears. I told y'all in week 1 that we're going to do 2 of them. The first 3 weeks are going to be focused on the fear of poverty, but I'm going to fuse the 2 together. I'm going to do the fear of poverty and the fear of criticism. And right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every single person here, but one person, 2. Every single person here, but 2. I got a possible on the 3rd. 2 and a possible. I'm playing spades. Crazy. Yes, yeah.
Come on, spades.
2 and a possible. On the 3rd, you all suffer from fear criticism.
We're going 5. Okay, we're going 5.
We're going 5. We're going 5. You all suffer from fear criticism. When it gets read, you'll see. Everybody here suffer from fear of poverty. Nobody's exempt there. Nobody. I got a possible. I got a possible. I have a possible. I have a possible. Well, I got 2 possibles. You know, like, I don't know. Depending on if they cutting, I ain't gonna get these, you know.
We're going forward. We're going forward.
Right. Okay. I got 2 possibles. You suffer from fear of poverty. So before we get to the stuck points, which we are starting to memorize, we're starting to memorize now. A, something happened. B, I told myself this. C, y'all got me up because I feel this way about it. Can I get a witness? Now, who's going to admit you actually getting better?
Okay, very slowly. Very slowly.
I'm getting better.
It's getting better. Yeah. I think every last one, according to y'all stuck points, you're getting better. According to your stuck points, you're getting better.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. You tell me, because I can't never. Because I may think I'm getting better, but those on the outside of me may not. So I normally don't judge it by how I feel about myself.
You're better with your stuck points. You're better with fear of poverty. You still suck at fear of criticism.
I thought it would have been, and I thought it would have been the other way around, because I don't think I think I'm doing better with my fear of criticism, and I suck with my fear of poverty.
Okay, well, you suck so much at fear of criticism. You're still in the suck category, but you are doing better.
Okay, see, that's why.
Listen to me. You better leave her alone. You had her crying last week. and I didn't appreciate. I know she needs you, but I still didn't appreciate it, Mrs.
Yes, sir.
Smith.
Yes, sir.
Watch yourself.
You're right. You're right. And her birthday tomorrow. So we had two May birthdays, Mike and Deanna.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah. Yes.
So I do. Okay. So after class last week, a new course started for me. 2 new courses started for me. And I was sitting here and I was like, okay, Deanna. So you afraid to show up to your dreams. Okay. We gonna do this time. You still gonna show up. I have been on every class with my camera on, although they have been boring. And I realize they're boring because I'm afraid to show up to my dreams. So what I've been doing is, regardless of how I feel, I still show up. And it does help that I have a cheerleader in my corner. So thank you, Antonio, because that does help. And thank you, Grace.
She logged off one class this weekend. I was like, log back on.
And I logged back on. I did. I logged back on.
I didn't know that one. I didn't know that.
Well, she logged back on off because it was bored. Now, the hidden meanings behind it, I didn't know.
Okay.
It was boring, but still.
Yeah. You got to stay for the class. Yeah.
I logged back on, though. I logged back on. But I just want to say, I want to thank all of y'all for letting me tear my skin off, because I did not know that I was afraid to show up to my dream. And it started making me analyze a lot of other stuff that has happened in my life and who made me responsible for being afraid to show up for my dreams. Then I realized that as a kid, when I showed up to my dreams via the adults in my life, because I was too young to do it myself, it was turned back around on me for me to show up to my dream. And then when I showed up, I got turned down by the adults in my life. So I realized that the reason why I'm afraid to show up to my dreams, because when I was younger and I showed up to my dreams, I was forced to do it myself as a kid and I failed. So why show up to my dream when I'm going to fail anyway?
Okay, so that last thing you just said, you said a lot of good things. That last thing, y'all do that. It's that I ain't no sense in me showing up anyway. I'm a fail anyway.
Fail anyway, so why show up?
Get to the test. So when's the retake? You ain't even took this test.
You know what's crazy? I took a quiz. I took a quiz because I had a quiz to take yesterday, and I took it, and I was like, I know this, but then like I keep having dreams of failing. Like I keep getting, like, in my dreams, I get a transcript, like a printed transcript in front of me with like a 50 average on it. Like so it's all this craziness going on. But I had a quiz yesterday and I took it. And they say you could take another. I was like, well, I'm not gonna take the other one because I'm just, I'll probably do worse on that one. I got like 17 and a half out of 21 and a half. And I was like, you know what? Excuse my language, let me just take it again for shits and giggles. So I took it again and I got 20 out of 21 and a half. So I was like, okay, you know what, Deanna? Maybe showing up ain't so bad.
Maybe.
I just want to update everybody, because I ripped my skin off last week, and stabbed myself and fell on the sword. Might as well show everybody it's healing,
It's going to keep happening today. Don't worry about it.
I'm done getting therapized for the day. You ain't therapized.
It's Antonio's fault. So don't accept responsibility. It's his fault.
It's the subject. I have it. Ask Anne Marie as my partner. She gonna keep it real. I ain't said a single thing wrong. I ain't did nothing. It's the subject. We lie to ourselves, so we don't like being unlied to ourselves. Go ahead, Renee.
I wanted to sorry you guys, forgive me for being late.
You should do that. That's a good move.
Yes, please forgive me for being late. It was stuff going on the home front. But anyway, I digress. I want to get on the samurai sword because from the tail end of what I heard from Miss Deanna, I was like, and okay. We have been in this course for the past couple of weeks. And in those past couple of weeks, I have failed to, and I have dropped the ball twice. Twice I have dropped the ball. I had the come to Jesus meeting with myself on last week and had all the tears and everything, and I was like, okay, but I didn't do my homework. I did not. And
It's a
I
few of y'all
said,
not doing y'all homework.
and
I'm
I
just letting y'all
said,
hide. I'm just letting y'all hide.
hey, well, oh, I forgot my camera's not even on, so you guys can see my face. There we go. Here I am. Hello, everyone. I did not do my homework assignment. And I was like, and it was a part of me that I was like, man, shoot, Renee, you didn't do it, so you may not want to show up. And then I said, wait. And then I said, nope, I'm getting on quick before I can try to talk myself out of it, because I can be good at that. So I didn't do my assignment. And then I was like, you know what? It's even though I know that Antonio could easily say some things to me, and they will all be accurate. And I could piss and moan and stuff and be like, how dare you, Mr. Lockman. But the point is that I have to continue to show up more for myself. It's easy for me to show up. I notice at some points, but then it's not, in other parts. So I'm grateful that I still was like, I'm showing up, I'm going in, because this is going to help me to be able to make sure I do my homework and to do it today, instead of being like, okay, because it's easy for me to be like, oh, well, I'm juggling this and doing all this, and then I'm like, oh, and then I keep putting myself last when we read the 4 agreements, and it was always do your best is one of the agreements. I need to show up for myself and do my best every day. So I just wanted to get on the samurai sword, because I almost, what I'm saying, talk myself out, but that split second I was like, shoot, Renee, you showing up to class. Okay, you showing up to class. Even if they say stone her, I'm still gonna show up to class. So it's important to always show up. You never know what you'll be missing if you don't. And it's helping me to do better for myself. I want the best for everybody. And a lot of times I don't be wanting the best for my own self, but I be hyping everybody up. I can be everyone's Flavor Flav. Just don't ask me to wear that stupid clock, but I can wear the sunglasses though. And I'll be like, yo, you can do it. But sometimes I will be the last person where I'll be hyping my own self up, So yeah.
No,
Thanks.
good stuff. You should keep your mic unmuted. For number one, Flavor Flav had 25 dime pieces trying to marry him. I ain't kissing him all in the mouth.
And they all deserve a Nobel Peace Prize, because ain't no way I would ever touch that dude.
Okay, that's number one. All right. Number two, for 2 seasons. Number
That's
two,
right.
y'all unmute your mic and pour love into her, please, because she overcame so much.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be covered today.
It's awesome.
Yes, and I want her to keep your mic unmuted because I want her to
Yeah, great
see
work.
words.
Way to go, Renee.
Yep.
Way to go, girl.
Reverend, can I?
Yes.
What you said, I be wanting the best for everybody else, but not for me.
I know.
You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on.
Oh Lord! Hold on, I'm in the building now. That's it. That's it, Grace.
Okay,
You're
that
right.
was it.
You're right.
Real quick.
This class is designed for this.
I was talking to Ken Johnson, I believe it was Friday. He was like, Grace, it'd be be looking like you don't think you're good enough for this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you think you're not good enough for this stuff. And then my dad told me
we gonna
today.
come. Uh-oh, your dad told you.
He told me today
Uh-oh.
when I asked him this question of what it's like to be on the other side, he was telling me what he said. Tell me what he said. And he was like, I think you still stuck in the mind when you was taking care of your grandmother, and you think you got to do that with us, and you don't. Yeah, we get up in age, but you don't have to take care of us like you help take care of your grandmother. Yeah, I waited till you left to cry, but you understand what I'm saying.
I'm trying to hold back the tears for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Oh, you gonna cry for the day over? I can see
oh,
it.
yeah, because he was, oh my God, he was like, you, and I'm gonna be transparent. He said, every time I have seen, I when I see young women, they always like to, have, they always want, not necessarily want, they probably do, but or they like to have nice things, but you don't seem to mind not having that. And that's what that I don't understand that, He told me that God told him that he was gonna take care of me. He said, I'm just the impatient one because I want to see how he gonna do it. Because you laid back and you don't. And I was like, I got it. I understand, sir.
He
He
just
said he told
gave
me
you
in words of what you
permission
told me.
to.
He told me what you told me. You don't want nothing. That's basically what he said.
I did tell you that, but if you can check your private messages, please. He just gave you full permission for that. Sure to blank this. Send it to Deanna what I said.
I know what you said, and I can read your mind.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Send it to her anyway, Deanna. I mean, Grace. Send it to her anyway.
She sent it.
Gave you full permission. You hear me?
Absolutely.
Full permission. Go and get your nice things. Anyway, good job. Now y'all unmute your mic and clap for Grace and pour into her. Keep your mic unmuted, Grace. Keep your mic unmuted.
All right. All right. Nice. Getting it out there.
Inspired by you, Queen.
Thank you so much.
Reason why yes,
Uncle
ma'am.
Rome told me some same stuff today. Anyway, go ahead.
That test that I got y'all doing. If some of y'all are going, oh my God, I'm not as bad as I thought I was. Of course not. Of course not.
But some of us are as bad.
Some of us are.
Some of y'all are.
Some of us are.
And it's you really nice people.
I ain't done it because
you didn't do it when I assigned it 10 years ago for you.
No, I did it like the first year.
Okay, the first year.
But I don't really think I've done it since because I don't know. Like in my head, I'd be like, well, all they gonna do is tell me I'm an asshole anyway. So why that? The whole thing with like,
that's gonna come back up. That's the second time now. And that's the second time you brought it up. That you second time now.
Yeah.
There ain't no sense to be doing it anyway if it's gonna be that's the second time.
Yes.
Stop. This is what y'all do to protect yourselves from criticism.
Okay.
It's the worst thing to do. And let me tell you why. Because you end up being a total butthole to somebody. And then you go, hey, ain't no sense in me apologizing because they ain't gonna do nothing but say this anyway. And so now you're not just a butthole, you're a negligent butthole that refuses to take responsibility. Because if you take responsibility, you may get criticized. This is why you can never apologize. And that 100%, if you did this as a child or you do it as an adult, makes you a narcissist. It literally makes you have narcissistic personality disorder.
So
100%.
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a question. All right. So I sent mine out. I sent it out to like 6 people, right? And it's people that I know are family and all around me.
Yep.
And only one person replied back.
It's the only person that loves you.
That, that's how I feel too.
No, it's no need to feel that way. It's
okay.
The only person that loves you.
Because then I was thinking, well, do I go back and say, hey, can you answer this? And I was like, no, because that now I'm not like pounding it down on them. So then I was like, well, maybe I should ask, like I know you guys would reply back to me. Maybe I should just go a different route and just ask, everybody here. And then I just said, well, let's just go with what happened and see where to go from there.
Thank you so much for this. Let me put my weight on it, Jerome. It's the only person that loves her. That don't mean it's their fault.
Put your weight on already.
Well, here's the deal. So So the tendency, let me get to the punchline first. It's because she don't deserve their love. No matter what she wants to say,
Okay.
she has poured into them over years to where they say, I shall have love for you because of this family hierarchy. I shall have love for you because of the way human society works. But you, I don't love you. And we all have, most of our family members, we got in that category. I love you, but I don't love you. Come on, help me out, somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know what
that
I'm
is
talking
for
about. We
yeah.
all,
Yeah.
hold,
Mhm.
hold, just hold on. Remember your question. Let me push this real quick. That's the punchline. The punchline is Dion has not done what she was supposed to do over a generation or two for as long as she lived for these people to love her. They're only treating her how she's poured into them. See, this is the hard part of what we're doing because that's the punchline. You have to own that it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's put responsibility on them now because they also deserve responsibility. Because what they're supposed to do is check Dion's measurements every day. Has Dion changed? Yes, she has. Then don't treat her like she has not. Okay, come back with me. I got on Dion. She deserved it. Let's go ahead and get her off the samurai sword, put some healing on her, because now it's their fault. See, there's a dual responsibility here because every time she changes, they reward her by treating her as the same 1986 picture of her that they have on her.
I so agree with that.
So no
I
matter what
so
she
agree with that.
does, it's never going to be good enough because they're never going to look at her today, presently. They're going to look at what she did, what she meant to them nearly 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's exactly what's happening. So she texts people presently, and they looked at her text and they emotions time travel and said, I'm not going to deal with her. You know who she is.
Yeah.
Missing her growth in that text message.
Yep.
Get it? It's a two-edged sword. I'm about to let you respond. Then I'm about to let Ebony confess because she got a confession. And she said, I'm gonna cuss too when I confess. I said, this is therapy. You do what you gotta do. Just hear me out. When when Renee said, I'm gonna show up and stone me, there's no stone me here. In your head, I know it's like I'm the stone her. There's no stone. I remember the first day I told y'all, don't even show up if you don't do your homework. And I remember cleaning that up in the comments about 3 or 4 days later. I said, you know what, just go ahead and show up anyway. I remember doing that. I remember doing that. I remember doing that. You can not show up. You can show up all you want. I don't care who shows. I care who shows up on time. But we went from 95 people to 10. But I expect that because who wants to grow? No, nobody wants to grow. Right? Well, yeah, you idiots want to grow, right? No, you idiots
Oh, we
want to
gotta
grow
be idiots.
because only idiots change the world.
Mhm.
That's it. Only stupid people change the world. That's it. That's the truth. Only, I think daylight ought to come into this dark room. Thus, we have the light bulb. That's a really dumb and high thing to think. Do you understand how high you got to be off mushrooms and weed to say, you know what? I think the sun ought to come in this room. You know how high you got to be to do that? There was no concept of light. We should have fire on the ceiling. Come on now. This makes no sense. Okay. But anyway, punchline. Dion is a piece of crap.
Oh.
No, she is. That's not me saying it. Her feedback said it. That's the whole point of doing the exercise. So what should Dion pay attention to? Her being a piece of crap? Absolutely not. Those people are unworthy to be in her life. because her measurements have changed, and it's not her fault. They won't re-examine who she is today.
Wow.
Okay, I was gonna say it sounds like I'm saying something bad. I'm not.
No, no,
I'm
no,
saying
not at
you
all.
are a piece of crap, and which you are,
Mhm.
that continuously evolves and change, and you deserve all the wonderful blessings that life has for you. That's what I'm saying. No
Yeah.
different than Paul says, Jerome, we're all dung. Just so we're clear. Okay, go ahead, Deanna. Then I'm let Deanna talk.
Don't we have to do the same? Don't we have to extend that same courtesy to those people too?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know,
This is what I'm trying to, this is the point I'm trying to get it to.
that's a rhetorical question.
But I know the ego is like, man, blink them. I'm not sending them shit.
Exactly.
I understand. I know. I know.
Mm-mm.
See, okay, so there's this constant thing that goes on inside of me. One side is like, okay, Deanna, you've changed, you're not perfect, extend that same courtesy. But then there's the other side of me that be like, I wish they fall underneath an 18-wheeler while it's going full speed.
Oh my God.
And we all got that side, whether we are shocked by what she says or not. We all got that side. If you don't think you do, wait till your favorite sports team is playing. Tell them just for the game, though. I want them to come back alive after the game.
That's it.
Yeah, all right. Then. So we, I hope
So
James break his leg just for 45 minutes. Yeah.
What is the work that needs to go into play? Because I don't want that energy to disrupt my income flow.
It is disrupting your income flow. You
Mm-hmm.
are in relationship with your son with that energy, your relationship with your husband with that energy, your relationship with your God with that energy, because how you do anything is how you do everything.
That's enough, Mr. Smith. That's
Yes,
enough.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Uncle.
Okay. Y'all
I just
pray
want to
for
share it 'cause I know I'm not the only one.
y'all pray for
You are
Queen
not the
Renee.
only one.
She doing healthcare right now. Y'all pray for Queen Renee. Keep me updated, Queen Renee. I won't say the rest of the message, but she asked
Yes,
for
sir.
okay. Let's see. Oh, get ready. Well, she asked for prayer. She may fit to go to the hospital. So y'all just keep on praying. Back to you, Deanna and Dion. You're looking at, so you know how you look at the leaves and they move and you go, oh, the leaves are moving. No, they're not. The wind is blowing those leaves, and as a consequence of the wind moving, the leaves are moving. So when Deanna says F them people, that's you looking at the leaves moving. You're not looking at the cause of the leaves moving, that for 40 something years, Dion has not been kind to these people.
So that's what makes one side of my brain be like, okay, Deanna, you're not perfect. You make mistakes just like they mistakes. If you want to point out the fact that they made this mistake, well, think about the same mistake you made like 10 years ago with this person, or think about how you don't do this with that person. Think about how you, but then the other side of me be like, well, I ain't even gonna say the other side. Nicole and I are one, but I'm just gonna refer to her as Nicole. So when I have this conversation with Nicole, my teenager, y'all know when
I've never met a nice Nicole, so this is a great name.
yeah. So y'all know when I told the story how there's three people inside of you. You have the child who just wants to be protected, the teenager who wants revenge, and the adult who wants peace. Yeah, me and Nicole go at it all the time because she just won't all out scorch earth. Here recently, we've been able to become one. I've been able to let her know, I understand how you feel. I would like to scorch the earth too, but let's try a different approach this time. So, so in my head, the adult me be like, okay, Nicole, we made mistakes before. We did this, we did that. But then Nicole be like, I don't care. It's a two-way street. why should I extend?
We come into it.
They should extend too.
Well,
Like,
you should
I was the only
extend.
person in this situation.
Right, but so I'll answer that now. You should extend because they messing with your money.
I get that now. That's why me and Nicole, that's why we
Okay, yeah. That's why you're saying, because it doesn't listen. Just if you want to keep being rude to me over there, do that. But I'm not going to participate in you being rude to me over there. Because when I participate is when I lose my dreams.
And that's what I've been having a conversation with Nicole about. I've been trying to tell her, hey, look, this is what you want. We can't get that if we keep responding how we can't scorch the earth anymore like we
Right.
used.
I want to back up real quick because Dion wanted to say something when I said, because for 40 years, Dion wasn't being kind to them. So I want to give her a chance to respond to that because she was going to say something right there, but Deanna jumped in. But notice that no matter what y'all say, and I'm talking about Dion, but no matter what y'all say, just because you go, well, I was kind of them, that doesn't mean they think that.
Yeah. Well, for
Okay,
me, no, for 40 years, Dion has been the awesome person. And then for 1 year, I said, well, I'm going to stop being awesome. I'm going to do me. I'm not going to think about everybody else. And what you think is what you think. So now I'm coming out of that and going back to being, hey, what do you need? What's going on? This and this and this and this. And like you said, I was motor scooter hooter whatta, and they don't want to answer back. They don't want to be that person there. They cannot stop thinking about what I didn't do for them. So
that's fair.
And sorry.
No, it's not. You didn't make no excuse. You ain't saying nothing bad at all. I just want to point out, man, sure take a long time to get our good reputation back, don't it?
It's it's taken a long time. Yeah. It is, and so when I said that I could go to you guys and you would know, you would give me the feedback because you only know the good part of me right now, whereas they know the good, the bad, and where they feel like I just fell off the cliff of the earth, that I did things that shouldn't have been done. Put it this way, I was in my 50s and I decided to be like my 20s because I never did the things in my 20s. So I went in my 50s and I did exactly what I wanted to.
I mean, in fairness, they call it a midlife crisis.
Yes. There you go. There you go. That was me.
There's a whole word for that. That's for sure. For sure. Backing up just a little bit, then getting to Ebony. I want to teach you how to do this in solutions, but right now we're dealing, but I will when y'all bring them up like I have been. We're dealing with right now, only one person responded. How should I look at that? A, B, C. Only one person responded. What should I do? Now, what you start doing is you start challenging these beliefs and you start saying, you know what? I poured into them something and I lost my influence with them. If you care about these people, if you want these people in your reality presently, then you start gaining your influence with them. See, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Once you start challenging these thoughts, you start saying, well, let me go get my influence back with these people, because that's what you lost.
Right.
Keep in mind, there are half of y'all, and you're not going to talk. Half of y'all on this call don't talk, and you're using, well, I don't know, this is not the place to put my personal business out there like that. You're right. But you can talk without putting your personal business out. Mm-hmm. So you have to be careful with the excuse you're making, because while you're saying, this is not where I'm going to put my personal business out, that has nothing to do with you asking a question. That has nothing, there's an infinite possibility of ways that you could participate, but you're hiding behind, and I'm not trying to make you talk. Don't talk. You're not going to be punished for not talking, but listen to what I'm saying. You're hiding behind the righteousness when you're not righteous. You're actually full of shit. This is what I'm saying Dion is. You can't go, well, those people didn't respond to me. No. You're full of shit, which is why they didn't respond to you.
Yep.
That's why. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead, Jamie.
No, I just wanted to jump in just because it literally just happened to me. So, um, I've been applying to like some side jobs and whatnot, for some extra income. And I basically felt like I had two in the bag, finally, after months of whatever, right? One gets back to me today, just says, "Hey, we want to go somewhere else." After she basically told me she wanted to talk to her manager and hire me that week. So 2 weeks later, obviously it's not happening. And I just got that text. And then earlier today, I was supposed to get a lead position at a job, and then they told me that they would like to develop my leadership and then give me the lowest role for like 14 an hour. And I told them no. And at first I had that feeling of, why do I always come to this same situation of, I feel like I'm just as good, if not better, in my resume and my background and everything says it. But then when it comes to the decision maker, it don't ever work out. And at first it used to really irritate me because I'm like, again, don't disrespect me, blah, blah, blah. But now it's just almost like, well, I guess it just wasn't my path. And I've been here since October, um, and trying to figure it out besides just the business. And obviously I've been struggling, let's be transparent. Um, but I'm thankful that like I have what I have and I've still been doing what I need to do. So going through that today just really kind of solidifies what I feel like is for me, because I've truthfully never been at a job a year or more. And I've never honestly felt like I wanted to stay somewhere besides here, even though things aren't where I personally want them to be, and I'm not where I personally want to be yet. It feels like it's the right path, regardless of all the struggles and everything that's going on. So that's me.
There's a lot there. Yeah, y'all let me your mic and clap for him. There's a lot there. There's a whole lot there.
Yeah.
Right, J-Dog.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes, yeah.
Jalen.
Said what I
Family.
wanted to say. Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to start first. Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh no, I just want to do. I'm gonna put it on your brain after Ebony goes. I need to talk some stuff out.
And Mr. Antonio.
We got to get it in. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just kind of want to just go off of what Jalen just said too, because it's like kind of like me and you had that conversation with like Brinks and security and all that kind of stuff that I'm doing. It's something that provides me an income to pay bills, but I'm not happy with it. There's a lot of things that are going wrong with it. The installs, the people are, I'm doing my job personally, but the installs are not being done right. And a lot of things are just not done right. But when I'm here, I feel this is my calling. I'm not making the money that I really need to be making right now. But it all lays on me of many calls and what I'm doing, and I can build that back up. But I kind of feel like where Jaden was at as well, just kind of relating to him.
No doubt. When I said only, somebody was saying something. Okay. When I said only one person, maybe possible two, that don't suffer from the fear of poverty, it was you and Jerome. It was you and Jerome. It was you and Jerome. Yeah, it was you and Jerome. So it makes sense that that's your view on, well, see, notice what you said. Jalen said, let's be honest, I've been struggling. You didn't say that. What you said was, it's not getting what I want, but I mean, I could do more and make that happen. Those are two different things. With Jalen suffer from fear of poverty, which we're going to go over in a second. I want you, let me hit enter so I don't forget this here. I want you to, let's back up to a bunch of stuff Jalen said. For one, did y'all pour into him? Y'all pour into him. I don't remember y'all pouring into him. Did y'all do it? We'll do it again.
We did.
Do it again.
Let's do it again. Jalen, my man.
Yeah.
All right, Jalen. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right, Gerard. That's your battle buddy. We can do it plenty of time. What you talking about? For sure. you were supposed to turn down $14 an hour. That's your worth. You understand what I'm saying? Like you. Now I can hear, and you even said it afterwards. I can hear that turning down that $14 an hour caused anger in you or something, whatever word you want to use. I'm not trying to be specific with the words here. Frustration, something.
It was anger. And it was anger because you basically told me that I'm not who I am and that you won't value me for that and for what I came in to do.
Fair enough.
And it tells me, which I know what's probably gonna happen, is you're gonna give this to some white man and then put me on his line as the Packer. And I'm not doing it because I didn't already ran my race with doing that. And at this point, for someone to say that he thinks my leadership isn't where it needs to be, and I don't even see him being really a leader, you're just a hiring manager, that irritated me. But then it also said, okay, well, maybe I'm not where I need to be, but I damn sure I'm good enough to do that. And so I'm not taking it.
You're okay. So, all right, everybody listen.
My man.
Yeah, I'm in a little bit. Make sure this goes in your stuck points today, Jalen. This needs to go in your stuck points because you should not be feeling this way. Because you turning down $14 an hour is a breakthrough. Half this call would have took it and been miserable. You decided to stand up for yourself and be broke. That's a fucking victory. I need you to start seeing it that way.
I do. It sucks because it's the other side. It's like, damn, I'm looking at my bank account.
Don't let it suck. That's what you got. That's the fear. We're gonna get to it. Don't let it suck. I'm not telling you. let me rephrase those words. Just write down why it sucks. Write down the ABC sheet. Write it down.
I should be farther along by now. I should be. I guess it's that comparison thing.
It is.
Even though I sit here and I don't really try to compare because I feel as if, no one's better than anybody, but I got that shit going on. But, you get in these situations where it's like, okay, well, how do little Johnny get this and little JoJo and all these people getting this and they don't have half of what I have?
Well, I can tell. First off, Deanna wants to jump in here somewhere. I saw your hand go up, Deanna. Just give me one moment. I don't know if you're gonna, Barbara, this is Shirley. Grace, find a song for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Find a song for me. Find a song because I don't know if you're gonna be cool or
come out of a bag.
Or come out of a bag. I don't know what I'm about to say. So I'm gonna use the song for a little humor. But the clothes in this back I bought, the shoes on his feet I bought. Y'all don't understand this old school.
I know.
You know it because your mama be up in there cleaning to the damn song, and then you had to be quiet or go outside or help. Nah, it's cleaning time when you was a kid. We all know what happened when that big old gray stereo started jamming Whitney Houston real loud on the weekend. I mean, life was going to be terrible for the whole Saturday. Terrible.
Copyright, huh? We don't get hit with copyright, are we?
That's all right. Come on, you can just let me just live it. We get hit with the little copyright. It'll be all right. Yeah, Bobby, this is Shirley. All right, stop it, Grace. I don't want to get hit with the copyright. Stop it, Grace. I don't want to get hit with the copyright. You're right. Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna be cool to come out of a bag. Your parents put that on you. This whole idea of I should be further. I've never had this conversation in my life with this man. Not one time have I had a conversation with this man about his parents. I've never, I don't even know if his parents are alive. I've not had this conversation with this man. But based on what you said, I'm an active listener and I can hear you 27? 28 years old. He's supposed to have his shit together. Where they do that at? Where? So the idea that you are 28 years old and you think, and you said with such fervent disgust, I should be way more the way I'm at. That's not coming from you. First off, my kids know they can't even leave the house till they're 25. Like that whole get out the house at 18. I don't know why Black people do that. We need to stop it. I'm not sure where that comes from. We absolutely need to stop it. So when you said that, there's some undue pressure on you that you don't need to apologize for. They don't need to apologize for. You don't need to forgive them for. It's just simple. You need to challenge those thoughts and recognize, as Deanna said, who's making you responsible for feeling 28 and behind. It's not like you 28 and on drugs. 28. How many kids you got? You got no kids. No, he say no kids.
Come
Any
on,
STDs?
no kids.
Any,
But you said you're 28, so you're all right.
you got. I don't mean to violate your HIPAA, but you got 16 STDs or STIs. No, you ain't got none of that. No,
I ain't never had one. I know
you
how to
never
strap
had
up.
one, so you ain't he ain't got none of the stuff. You got 16 felonies.
Nah, not even one.
Not even one.
Antonio, I chose him as my battle buddy. He didn't choose me. And I told him, there's something in you, there's something about you, and I want to be next to that.
Yeah.
I just want to put that in there.
Yeah, your parents, they must be, I would call baby boomer successful. That means I'm a cop, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a pastor, I'm something. I did it by hard work.
It's the hard work. They worked for I think the #1 utilities company in Northern America. So they made good money, you know. When we finally got out of Texas and we did decent up here, they made good money. But the thing is, it's always get a job, get a job, get a job.
It doesn't work like that.
I got the degree, but I can't get the job.
It doesn't work like that.
I had. Oh, I'm sorry.
It doesn't work like that no more.
Yeah.
When your mother and father were growing up, $10.85 was enough to buy a house and raise a family. They offered you $14 an hour, and that's not enough for you to be broke or poor. I need you to get that with your mother, and I'm not talking about nobody, but just hear me. Y'all hear me out. They just need to be, since they've done it so long and they got this retirement check now, but they know, but their retirement check is being dwindled significantly through cost of living and inflation. You cannot today go and work for the #1 utility company for 45 years today. You can't even do that today. No, there's not an employer who wants you at a job for 35 years. You cost too much. Those 2% pay raises every year going to cost you too much. I'm gonna get this little boy coming out of Stanford with no kids. That's going to work harder for less than you. These jobs have no loyalty today. Now, I'm not here to have a governmental economic conversation. Not at this moment, unless we have to. But I need y'all to get that I immediately picked up on him saying, I'm 28 and I ain't got it together. That ain't coming from him.
31.
31. I ain't got it together. Who got it Jerome. Who in here past 31 had it together at 31?
I'm still trying to get it together.
Thank you, Jerome.
I'm 67 years old, folks.
And Jalen parents still growing up. Y'all, just in fairness.
Can I say one more thing, Antonio?
You sure can. And then, Deanna, you jump in right after that.
In reference to getting where you need to be, I was saying this to my niece's son the other day. I told him, I said, young man, I got 5 checks that come into this house. Well, 4 of them are from the government. My Army retirement check, my Army disability, my Social Security, my wife's Social Security, and I got a pension check coming from New York. And I say, them folks up in D.C. control 4 of those checks, and them clowns can't pass a budget. Do you think I'm gonna depend on them checks arriving on time like they're supposed to for my future where I'm at? Hell no. So again, I'm gonna use that money that comes in, but I'm not gonna depend on. I gotta put something in place so that when the time comes, I ain't got to worry about what them clowns in DC and in Maryland and whatever are going to do. Go ahead, Antonio.
No, you're doing well. Jalen, we're not wrapped up on you. We're not wrapped up on nobody. This is what we're here to deal with. This is what we're here to deal with. The undue pressure set upon us that we have not challenged politely. So all I'm trying to get y'all to see.
I feel like it's been that thing, like that dark side of your shoulder. You have the white side and the devil side, right? And it's always been there because, I'm the fourth of 4 children. My parents were either going to get divorced or have me. So it was like, it just, all this stuff was going on. And then, to be fully transparent, my sister ain't doing well. She's trying to find her a rich one in California, just bought her a new ass. My brother, he's bisexual and he can't really understand himself. And my other brother, he's in and out of jail and just made me an uncle. And so all this stuff is like, I have the pressure of being the best son. I have to be the one to take care of everybody. I have to be the one. Don't be like your brothers. Don't be like this. Don't be like your dad. Don't be like this. And so that's always been in my head, pushing at me, pushing at me. And so when I finally got over, I just want to be myself, my relationship started to dwindle with those people.
Of course.
Because it felt as if, okay, but you're not gonna
do what I said no more. You're not gonna live your life the way I told you to fucking live your life. No, let's keep it real. I told you how to fucking live your life. Why the fuck are you not living your life the way I fucking told you to live your life? How dare you not live your life the way I'm telling you to live your life? So the moment you start living your life, anybody who had control over you starts to violently kick you out the tribe. It's called tribal thinking. Oh, we are blessed in the Smith clan because the sun god loves us. Uh-oh, it's a drought. Which one of us isn't doing what we're supposed to be doing? It's Jalen. Crucify him. Well, we can't kill him. He's our son. Well, get his shit together. Thus saith the tribe. This is how we act today. We're still primal in all our instincts and all our behaviors. If I can't kill Jalen, this will take his head off, sacrifice him so the sun god will make it rain. Since I can't do that, then we're going to kill his goddamn character. So he then act the way we want him to act so this tribe can get the reputation we want the tribe to get. All right, go ahead, Deanna. I know you bursting at the seams.
First off, I just want to pour into Jalen.
Good job.
Because it took me, you're 28. It took me until I was in my late 30s to love myself enough to say no to something that I would normally say yes to.
Late? You mean like 38? You mean?
I said late 30s.
Yeah, but we need to put a number on it though. She talking about 700 days ago. But he needs to know.
My little brother.
he needs to know he's far from. You about to be 41.
Yeah, tomorrow. I'll be 41 tomorrow. So
and
3 years ago.
She just learned. Excuse me real quick. If you over 41 and you still don't love yourself the way you should, would you please unmute your mic and please let Jalen know?
Yep.
Here you go.
Yep.
There you
I'm
go.
right there.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
That was 5 of them, Jalen. 6. That was 6 of them. He 28.
At 28, I would have jumped on 14 and don't play with me.
All right, go. Okay, go ahead. I just needed him to know. Continue to pour, but I needed him to know. Late. I don't want late to now. She just got it together yesterday, last Friday.
Maybe a few more days.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
But no, I commend you for that because at 28, I would have taken the job and I would have hated every minute of it. So I first want to commend.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to hate every minute of, even if I took the other job, but I just needed it, It's like sometimes you sacrifice for the greater good, I guess. If it is the greater good, or it seems like it is.
That's fair. That's fair. I
yeah,
want to
that
address
is
it, but I
fair.
probably
So
won't.
let
I
me,
probably won't during this class. I want to address it, but I probably won't during this class. Keep going. Just depending on how the conversation goes.
you do have a point, so let me rephrase this. I want to thank you. I want to commend you for choosing your true happiness
Yes.
over settling for something that will kill
Yes.
you slowly.
Because cognitive processing therapy is not about choosing what makes you miserable, because
No.
sacrifices must be made. Keep going.
I commend you for choosing your true happiness over something that will kill you slowly. Second thing I wanted to let you know is you're doing great at
You are.
28. You're doing absolutely wonderful. Let me tell you why. Because at 28, I was nowhere near where you at. My brain was too wrapped up in other stuff to be trying to get my stuff together. The last thing I want to do is I want to apologize for the parents in the world, because I have realized that parents have a tendency to put responsibilities on their children that are not theirs. It is not your responsibility to carry your family.
No, it's not your responsibility for your mom and daddy to impress their sister that you don't even like. Keep going. Because that's what no, that's what's happening.
That's exactly, yeah.
That's what's happening. No, not just your mom and daddy. What happens is there's somebody else that I'm trying to impress. My auntie, my grandmother, my dead mother, the white man, somebody, and I'm putting that pressure on my child, is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of letting my child grow.
Themselves. Exactly. So I want to apologize for parents that I want to apologize to you on behalf of parents that do that, because it's not fair to you. It's not fair to make you responsible for my dreams and my goals. It's not fair for me to make you responsible for making sure that our family's name stands right. It's not fair to you that I put the responsibility of you for me to have bragging rights. My only responsibility to you is to make sure that you're fed and to make sure that I teach you everything I know until you no longer need me to teach you anymore. Those are my only responsibilities to you. That's the only thing I'm responsible for. You are responsible for living your life. So I apologize to you from parents for putting that on you, because it's not fair to put the weight of the family on the youngest in the family because you fucked up with the other ones.
I can tell you right now, there's some parents in here that accidentally is doing
Thank you.
to their kids what
I
Jalen is
started it.
getting
I
done to them.
did it that way. That's how I know. That's how I know. So that's all.
Let me say this here. Let me say this here. I'm watching my words through, because you know me. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to cut with the diamond knife?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think shit you could say gonna really hurt me. I didn't have worse. So if you're feeling it, go ahead and let it go.
Well, fair enough. Even though it's not you. For whatever reason, I can't. Well, no, actually, you do listen to me. For whatever reason, though, you don't know how great you are. Your leadership needs no work. If I was to, so right, no, Ina doesn't know this. Nobody knows this. It's me and Deanna, because I do. You should always. Jerome knows this enough to know if I get quiet, I'm up to something. This is my habit. Do you understand? This is my habit. If you ain't got no email from me or something, Emery got a hand up. You ain't got your email from me, I'm up to something. So what I'm doing is I got us moved into the government sector, because I'm trying to bring in $10 million contracts, $20 million contracts, all at one time. It's just something me and Deanna's been working on for about, we paid the taxes, we wait on this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But I just ain't said nothing. If I was to step away and go say, okay, I need somebody to run the company while I'm gone, you would be one of the people I picked, Jalen. No. Hear me. Hear me. Your leadership is that stellar. I would literally step back and say, okay, Ina and such and such, you got the back office. Grace, you got this. Jalen, I need you to take care of this whole side here. Don't do nothing. Dion, report every single thing back to me. Make sure these motherfuckers ain't messing up my company. Exactly what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, to keep it real with you. Okay. Just keep it real
It's
with
all
you.
good.
Okay. Keeping it real with you. Okay. This is what I would do.
That's exactly what you would say.
That's exactly what I do. I would absolutely say it that way too. I would absolutely say,
Especially the last part with Dion. Make
appoint
sure.
a snitch, and then I
Make
would
sure.
say, if Dion tell y'all something that came from me, I would literally do that. I literally would. Okay, I would. But I'm trying to tell you, you would be one of the people that I would let carry my legacy and all these people who need paychecks every day. Your leadership is just fine. Let me pause real quick. Let me get Anne-Marie to go ahead. Go ahead, Anne-Marie. You take as much time as you want.
Jalen, so I don't know if you remember, but I've been in this career for 25 years. So it's not about your leadership. It is about their ego. They see something in you that you could take over their job as the hiring manager. So
You
that's
know,
what they
that's weird
see.
that you say that, not to cut you off, because he
she's a
even
recruitment
said something
genius.
about
She's a
you could
recruitment
even take
genius.
my job and blah 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 blah. And he just
Exactly.
kept
Exactly.
talking.
That's all it boils down to, because hiring managers, all of the decision makers, they have to look at, well, wait a second, this person could absolutely come in here and take my job. I can't have that. They have to be beneath me. So that's an argument that I have with hiring managers all the time. And I do this all day, every day.
Anne-Marie's in her position because she know me and her ain't gonna do that.
No.
She knows I only want the best because I don't touch nothing. Anne-Marie, which one of you motherfuckers smarter than me? Put him over here.
Right, exactly. And you that's the main thing. You have the leadership, you have all that, and they see that, and they're not going to hire you for that. They're going to put you in the lower level, just like you said.
Yep.
They're going to have you under the white guy, and you're going to make him all the money, and that's
and make him look good.
Corporate America, and it sucks, and make them look good. Exactly.
I didn't even think
and
about
make them
that.
look good.
In fact, I couldn't think about that because I ain't been in corporate America for over 2 decades now. So I'm so
at this
far
point,
removed.
It's been like at least a year, basically, for me.
Yeah. I'm
and
so
I
far removed.
definitely applaud you for that, for telling them, no, fuck you. I'm not taking that job for $14 an hour. No.
I wouldn't have did it at 28. Ain't no way in the world I would have did it at 28. I would have had
Antonio.
Well, to me, it feels like I'm losing money doing that because my business makes more than that.
Well,
it's
regardless
just,
of your
consistent.
motive, your confidence was there. I obviously need to work on your motives, but your confidence to stand up for yourself, that don't need no help. Good for you.
And do you deal with a recruiter, or who do you deal with, Jalen? Because
for
if you
this one, I
you could
went
go
through a
back to that
temp.
person.
Yeah, for this one, I went to a temp, and then I talked to the hiring manager, and they relayed the message. Apparently, I interview well. I know I do, and he even said it. But they want to develop me. That's what they said.
Yeah. That sound like a long time to be a slave.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they're stepping back, saying, "Wait a second, I just made the wrong move here." They know it, and I would get back with that temp agency and tell them exactly what happened. This is what happened. Somebody needs to go back to them, and I need this job. They know that I need this job. They know that I could do this job. Put me somewhere else, and not at $14 an hour. You have to be blunt with them, because remember, in this recruiting world, it's both of you guys. You are interviewing them, they're interviewing you. It all has to be a fit, period. And if you feel like you're slighted, you need to speak up.
Enough.
Yeah, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Reference to this isn't just for jail. This is for everybody, because Susan filled on the call. So I'm the oldest one out here, and I wear that badge proudly.
You've been waking up a few times.
Well, when I met this crazy guy, Antonio T. Smith, 7, 8 years ago, I think it's been, is that first of all, he got my attention, and I'm a very good judge of character, and something told me I need to pay attention to him. I didn't know what it was, but I started paying attention. And as I started paying attention, I realized that there were some good things here. He got on my damn nerves. I didn't believe or receive everything he had to say, but the stuff he did say made sense and got my attention. Now, folks, as I told y'all, I'm 67 years old. And as I begin to learn and realize that stuff he was saying was true, I said, I need some more of this. Now, he's still wet behind the ears. He old enough to be my son. Hello. Maybe my grandson, but be old enough my son. But here's the point. I stuck with him, and he hit me between the eyes one day and told me, he said, Jerome, your generation was lied to. And I went, huh? What are you talking about? Do it, and folks hit me right between the eye. And I realized, he says, the baby boomers, you guys were told to go out there and get that wonderful job, get your little 401k if you can, get your little pension if you can. And then when you get about 50, 60, you know, with that, plus your little social security, you can go out there and live a wonderful life. Bull crap. And he's absolutely, and I'm sitting there going, why didn't nobody tell me this until now?
Yep.
Because I wasn't doing the things I needed to do up until that time. And then this little young whippersnapper come telling me, but that damn, but guess what? I listened and I listened. Now here's why I say this is for everybody, not just for Jalen. This particular class that Antonio started 3 weeks ago, folks, I got tasks and crap coming out my butthole. But when I got on this class and I listened to what he was saying, I said, Jerome, take this seriously, and I did.
He has turned in every last one of his homework. The devil tried to beat his face off this weekend, and he turned in his homework around to have his chinny chin chin. He got it done. Keep going.
And let me tell you why, folks, because it ain't about Antonio. It's about me. This is for Jerome, because I'm seeing a side of Jerome that I didn't see before. And I'm sitting there going, why the hell it took this long? And when we were doing that one about leaving the room, I say, under what circumstances would I ever get to question people about what they think of me when I'm not in the room, unless I was in this particular class? And the answers were phenomenal.
Right.
They were phenomenal. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm saying to you folks, and I'm sorry that Renee's not on, is that this is for you. Take it seriously.
Yeah.
And that's why doing the homework, all that stuff, participate, because it's going to make you a better person. And you know what really bugs the hell out of me? I got to compliment him. And I hate complimenting him. Damn it. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Can
No.
I
Yes,
just
sir.
want to make a quick request. Can somebody, I don't know if Ina, if you have the Excel sheet still, I wasn't able to access it, but if you can put that back in the chat so I can stop killing trees, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, see
Yeah,
what he
we'll do
does is he prints it, writes it down in pencil or sometimes pen, and sends me a picture. And it works. Don't get it twisted. It works. I don't care how y'all send it in. You can send it to me in Braille and smoke mail or smoke signals. I don't care how you get it to me. Just do whatever you got to do. Go ahead, Grace.
My apologies. I thought we were going to do the homework and then discuss it in class. My bad that I didn't send anything.
You do the homework. You turned in all your homeworks. You wanted people to turn in all your homeworks.
I thought the homework about asking the 5 people what it's like to be on the other side of me. I didn't know
we're gonna talk about that too.
Okay,
we're gonna talk about the y'all just on fire with this conversation. I ain't even I said we're gonna read the fear of criticism and the fear of poverty. And y'all was like, wait a minute, I got some stuff I need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all do this, all I do is take from those things and I throw them in the conversation. We're never off topic. I just throw them in because these classes, this is therapy. Therapy is not, okay, and Antoine, listen to me tell you what to do. That's not therapy, that's a lecture. Nobody changes from a lecture. Therapy is, Noella's supposed to be talking. You get it? This is therapy. All right, let's back up a little bit. I really like what Anne-Marie said. That's what happens when you're 25 years a genius. Then of course she got something ain't nobody thought about. And I'm a genius, but I'm not a genius in her genius. This is how it works. Nothing wrong with your leadership, man. Just you should work on your motives because that vibration is messing with your money. But if you like what your vibration brings into your life, then keep it. But the confidence, don't lose that. Don't let nobody, hear me well, because this is what, let me tell you what, and I know Anne-Marie's going to agree with me. if you do agree with me on this, Anne-Marie, unmute your mic and give some more input. Let me tell you what we do to confident men and women. We crush them. We crush them. If it's and it's typically man on man, woman on woman. If it's a confident woman and it's another woman, then you get that I'm the queen bee, here's my stinger. If it's a confident man and it's another man, then I need Jalen to be a boy so he can follow me as a man. I'm not even sure what to call that. It's terrible though.
I think it's also like, I've heard this expression, if you're sitting at a table with all alpha people, all personalities like mine, you shouldn't be able to tell who is the alpha person. We should all be able to just be who we are. That's it. Not, oh, well, let me tell you what I did over you, what you did. No, it's not about that. It's not anything about that. So yes, I do agree with you. All women working together, caddy together. And then if you, for one example, I had a woman. Oh, it's worse. I had a woman that was perfect on paper, perfect every way. Sent her for the interview. The hiring manager called me and he said, verbatim, I cannot hire this woman because she is too beautiful, is what he told me. And I almost lost my mind. I said, wait a second. I said, we're going to talk as friends right now, but you cannot say that ever in your life again. Because that is discrimination. You can't do that. He's like, well, the men in my office should be distracting. I said, well, then I guess you need to get new men in your office because that's the problem. So it is all about egos.
Thank you for
and
stepping
everything
up
else
for
that
the
goes
women.
on in people's. Yeah, that pissed me the hell off. That really, really pissed me off. I said, you need to get rid of the men then. And another one was, did you know that she's a single mother with 2 kids? This was a different woman. I said, why would I know that? That's not something that I need to know.
That's absolutely illegal to
And he
ask
said, well,
someone
I
in
can't
an
hire
interview.
her. Exactly. I tell them, these people, that all the time. I said, there's no reason in the world that you can't hire her. Well, she's gonna be out sick, the kids, and this and this. I said, you don't know that, and you shouldn't even know that. You should not know what her marriage status is and her kids and everything else.
Absolutely not. That's
So
actually
illegal, it's always a
illegal,
problem.
y'all. Yeah, that is federally for that very reason. That's illegal to ask someone that them questions.
Yeah. It's illegal now to even ask anybody how much you make. How much do you make right now? How much do you want to make? You can't even ask that anymore.
That makes sense.
When did that happen? Because they still do that 24/7. How much are you looking to make here? What is your minimum? And blah blah blah. I said my minimum is the least amount that I can, or I can't remember what I said, but yeah.
My minimum is what the CEO make. That's my minimum.
Right. My minimum is $1 million. Can you meet it? Period. Period. Then they laugh and they go to something else because you're not supposed to ask that.
You better meet me halfway at 500,000 after your negotiations. But yeah, no, that's it. Right. Ebony, come on in here real quick. Ebony, you got the floor. Ebony had a unique time with me this week. You there, Ebony? Is the screen frozen? Text it for me. Text it for me and tell her it's her time.
Okay.
Yeah, tell her it's her time. She, Lord have mercy, y'all gonna laugh at this one here. Yeah.
Well, before she gets started, I'd like to tell everybody that Beyonce had the best. I'm just playing.
That's good job. That's a good job. Yeah. It's Kanye West. All right. What is fear of poverty? It's coming up. Diana, would you do us a solid? And as soon as Ebony gets back, to tell her to disconnect, come back in. You know, she got that great value internet. There you go.
Not great value.
Yeah. She got the great value internet. Diana, read this for me.
TJ and Y.
Not the great value. Okay. The fear of poverty. There can be no compromise between poverty and riches. The two roads that lead to poverty and riches travel in opposite directions. If you want riches, you must refuse to accept any circumstance that leads toward poverty.
This is why I told Jalen, good job. Keep going.
The word riches is here. The word riches is here used in its broadest sense, meaning financial, spiritual, mental, and material estate. The starting point of the path that leads to riches is desire. The fear of poverty is, without doubt, the most destructive of the six basic fears. It has been placed at the head of the list because it is the most difficult to master. Consider courage is considerable courage is required to state the truth about the origin of this fear.
All right, stop right there. Symptom of the fear of poverty: indifference, commonly expressed through lack of ambition, willingness to tolerate poverty, accept whatever compensation life may offer without protest, mental or physical laziness, lack of initiative, imaginative, enthusiasm, or self-control.
That's me.
Jalen,
Keep going.
that's okay. Jalen, you don't suffer from none of that. And because you don't, they call you arrogant. Now you do suffer from a few of these, but we're gonna work on it. Okay, we're gonna work on it. That is you, Grace. There's no doubt about it.
All of those are
Indecision.
me. I did the Deanna and read ahead, but that all of them.
Indecision, worry. All right, that's what you were falling at. Over caution. You do this with over analyzing. Procrastination. Blah blah blah. When Deanna kept saying, "I mean, there ain't no sense in me going to class. If it's gonna happen this way, it's gonna happen. This is what this is." And since it's showing up, and you're gonna show up anyway. All that stuff. Okay? Deanna, if you could read field criticism for us, please. I feel hate this.
How many originally came by this fear? No one can state definitely. But one thing is certain, he has it in a highly developed form. The fear of criticism robs man of his initiative, destroys his power of imagination, limits his individuality, takes away his self-reliance, and does him damage in 100 other ways.
I'll pick up from here. This is the mean part. Symptoms of fear criticism. Self-consciousness, generally expressed through nervousness, timidity in conversation and in a meeting, strangers, awkward moment, hands of the limbs. I mean, I told y'all every last one of you motor scooters suffer from the fear criticism.
I got all these too.
Okay, yeah. Watch this here. Watch this here. Lack of poise, expressed through lack of voice control. Can I give you another version, lack of voice control? If I'm in a conversation with you and you cut me off, I did that already. That's fear criticism. You're so afraid of what you think I'm going to say, you won't let me say anything.
Wow.
I'm finna go get some ice cream because I need some to go down.
You don't need no comfort food. You know, you call it birthday food. Call it birthday food. Nervousness in the presence of others, poor posture, poor memory, personality, lacking in firmness of decision, personal charm, the ability to express one's opinions definitely, the habit of sidestepping issues instead of meeting them squarely. You know, I'll give you this one here. The habit of meeting sidestepping issues means meeting things squarely. Let me tell you what you mother. You good people make me want to break the bridge of y'all nose with this stuff here. This what y'all do. This what y'all do. You go, instead of sidestepping, you do the other. You do the opposite of sidestepping. You do that honorable defeat. I ought to throw my cell phone at y'all. This is what y'all, Jalen, this is what they do. You're right. You're right. You're right. I just no, I'm crying because I hurt my own feelings. Because I let you down. I've got to get better. You know what? Here's the deal. That honorable defeat is the same thing as what you just read. It's the same thing. It's just the other end of the spectrum. It's like saying moon, sun. They're the same things. Two little things floating in the sky. They're the same thing. I want you to think about this. And because here's the deal. Grace knows this. It's called a ceremonial yes, Anne Marie.
Because it happened this morning. I don't know what to do. When you tell me about myself and it's true, if I stay silent, I'm gonna be in trouble because I ain't saying nothing. If I say, well, yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know
because
I don't know what to do.
empathy is about adjusting your behavior to
I just say I can't
someone.
stand you. That's what I say.
That's what she say. Empathy is about adjusting your behavior to a situation or someone. It's not about being silent. It's not about a ceremonial yes. Because this what I do. You go, you're right. Nope. I just got to get better. Who is that? Who? First off, Antonio, who did you just make feel better by saying I just got to get better? Because it doesn't help the situation. It makes you feel better. It does not help what you just did to them kids over there. It doesn't help that you don't never let me talk when I talk to you. It doesn't help that every time I pick up the phone and call you, Antonio, I got to leave feeling like trash because I can't even tell you what to do in this company without you making me feel like I'm wrong for telling you what to do in this company.
Okay, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, now
hold on. I got to big up ceremonial yes. The honorable I messed up. There's no honor. There's no honor in being honorable about messing up. It ain't like you changing. Like, think about what you're saying. You're not saying, let me take the appropriate steps. That's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing. You're acting like an honorable person. See, look at me. I can listen. I can take the criticism. Look at me. Proving to me that you can take the mistake you made is not fixing the mistake you made.
Recording in progress.
It is simply you. I'll shit on the screen again. It's you doing the opposite of this. Sidestepping the issue. You're sidestepping the issue by not addressing the issue, but by acting like you get the issue. Why? Because narcissistically, Dion, the best way to sidestep the issue is to be so holier than thou that if I bring it up again, now it's my fault. Because look how humble you're being. Look at those tears you're crying. So I get it. Can't you see I'm crying? But are you changed? And did I make you cry? It's not like I said something inappropriate. It's not like I said something mean. It's not like I raised my voice. As a matter of fact, if we be honest in the conversation, Grace, I didn't even say nothing because you cut me off. You don't even know what I want to say. This is what we do. It's the same thing as sidestepping the issue, but it's the narcissistic way of it's called a ceremonial yes. Church folk do it all the time. I received that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Jerome say, man, y'all pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. No, you're not. You're just saying I'm going to pray for you. You're not actually going to pray. You're not going to stop and pray. You're just saying I'm going to pray. It's a ceremonial yes. What does a ceremonial yes mean, Antonio? Everybody writes this down so I can get Grace to come back in and then get Jalen. Ceremonial yes says, I'm saying yes, so you shut the fuck up and move on. I don't like this part of the conversation. So I'm saying yes, so you move on.
No, that's big facts. But Emily's back. You can get her before me so she can get hers in.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. I received that. Move on. Are you crying? Nope. Move on. This part hurts me. Cry. Now, if I make you cry, that's a different conversation. But if your fear of criticism flares up so much to where I can't even say, hey, Antonio, we made a mistake on this paperwork. If you're using your crying as a weapon, you're literally one of those people that are so sensitive that nothing can happen to you without, and what do? You control me by being weak. Now that you're so weak, I can't say nothing now. And you're using that against me. to where we can't solve the problem of what just happened. Because the problem we need to solve now is how I hurt your feelings and I shouldn't have came to you about it. That's how you sidestep. By making the issue about you and not about the damn money we losing. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Okay, go ahead, Grace. You first.
You would put that of host at the end, okay?
And Ebony, when you come in, you can tell your story later, but I know you got something to say around here because I know you ain't like half of what I said. I know you
All
do.
of what you said.
Okay.
If we're being honest, all
Not
of it.
half, all of it, sir. Didn't like all of it. I got it in bullet points. Bullet, bullet, bullet. Okay, go ahead, Grace.
Okay. So you listen, everybody on this call. He know this, Deanna know this. I'm pretty sure Uncle Rome know this. I got both of these bad. It's terrible. It is horrible. Okay. So listen.
You got both of them in spades.
It is terrible, and I've been having them for years. Still doing. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm been following the sword and talk this out now. So listen. Now the other part that I said I want to talk out, I'm gonna talk about after Ebony. Ebony, if you have time if we have time. What'd you
Keep
say?
going. I was
okay.
requesting one of these rent stealers to give me some water. Thank you, buddy.
Don't call them kids rent stealers. That's a new one. Anyway, stop it. Okay. No, I have both of these bad. So let's take the conversation this morning. We're not gonna say what we talked about, whatever. But
we going overtime today. I can tell that right now.
Okay. I want
y'all got some talking.
Okay, I genuinely want to fix anytime you talk to me, I want to fix it right then without doing that whole ceremonial yes and
that's fair criticism. That's fair criticism. You want to fix it right then.
But you just said to fix it.
Right. But you want to fix it right then. You didn't say you want to fix it after we talk about it. You didn't say you want to fix it after we come to an understanding. You said the moment it comes up, you need to fix it then so you don't have to go through the pain of hearing all about it.
Okay, I didn't I didn't know.
I'm not saying, hold on, let me make two distinctions. I'm saying that's what you said. I'm not saying that's what you're saying.
That's not what I meant, though. That's not what I meant.
Okay, then. But hold on, pause on you. So that's not what you meant. But can somebody else unmute your mic and say, you know what, you just said it, Tony, that applied to me, though. I ain't gonna lie. Because as soon as it bring up, I'm trying to fix it right now.
That'd be me.
There you go. So just wanted to let
what's
you know.
the problem with fixing it right now?
Because you're not letting the person talk, express themselves. What you're doing is they don't matter. What matters is your inability to sit in your situation and hear them.
Okay, but like, what if? Oh, am I doing it now by cutting you off?
No, not necessarily. That was
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Well,
you
I
did
mean,
it too, Grace.
Because for me, it's
true.
like, okay,
Grace
I
did
didn't
it.
hear
the
it.
motive was different.
It's on my mind. Now it's time to make the change.
No, it's time to listen to that person because the change is not why they're bringing it. The change is not why they're bringing it to you. There's something else. Like maybe we can avoid this issue if I can serve you better. Maybe we can avoid this issue if I assign this to someone else. Maybe we avoid this issue if I behave differently. But you never get to that because you're trying to fix the issue when the issue is not the issue. The issue was the event. So you hear A and trying to fix A, we trying to get to C. I feel this way. You never letting the conversation go to C.
So we're basically not letting it get to a deep level to actually see what's really the problem. You're seeing the surface level.
Because fear criticism.
Okay.
Fear criticism makes you respond on the surface level. Good job. Keep going, Grace. And yes, you did do it, Grace. I'm writing these names. Grace, Jalen, Ebony. I'm going to throw Deanna in there just because. Okay, keep going. She getting thrown in there. She getting voluntoed. Volunthrown.
Okay. Sorry, D. Okay. I want to genuinely hear out
Well, firstly, relax.
Yes.
Have your conversation. There's no stones being thrown at you.
I get this fear of criticism. Okay.
Let me pause you real quick. If you have a conversation with me, and every time you have a conversation with me, Noel, I make you feel defeated, your ass should be having conversations with me. Let's keep it real. You shouldn't be talking to me. I am bad for your vibration. It doesn't matter if I'm a good person, I'm a good CEO, I'm a good leader, not to you. So if you feel bad because I am doing something, and what's the exercise I do? What does it feel like when I leave the room? If when I leave the room you feel terrible, you shouldn't be talking to me. Now, if you feel terrible after every room, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Mm-hmm. And if you can't differentiate between that's the subject, that's not what I did in the subject, Grace, Antonio, what's a different thing? You get it? Grace, do you laugh and joke with me?
Yes.
More, okay. And do you feel terrible after you talk to me?
No, well, not because of you, because what I did.
Exactly. Those are two different things. You get it? Those are two different things. All right. Therefore, relax, because there's a B section that's dictating your behavior. It's not me, it's your behavior. Remember, something happens, I tell myself this. And since she tells herself this, it's causing the angst. So when I just told Grace, hold on, relax. No one's going to throw stones at you. I meant relax. B, it's not a real thing. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt all the same. It is detrimental to Grace. You hear me? I can't stand when people go, well, Dion, that ain't what I said. But motherfucker, it hurt though. Doesn't matter if you said it or not. It hurt. Don't tell me what hurts to me. Who know what I'm talking about? It hurt. I don't care what you went through. I'm going through this and it hurts. Hear me presently, sir. I'm hurt. Because if you don't hear me, I'm going to knock you. You understand? Anyway, go ahead, Grace. Relax. We're going over time. Remember, we here for 20 weeks. If I can get this shit done in 1 week, which I would have. Go ahead, Grace.
Okay.
Relax. Take your time. Anybody that got to go, they just got to go. Don't worry about time.
Gotcha. I have told myself, it has to be since I was little, in my head, not out loud. Hey, Grace, this is no. In my head, I have said, anybody who is in a position of authority, whatever you tell me, I got to get right. Because it's I don't know. Be it parents, be it pastor, be it Jerome could tell me something. He told me something this morning. I had to calm myself down. I was like, whoa.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you a bunch of times in your conversation as you keep going. That works well, Anne Marie, until she's 8. Once she get 9, she can start making her own decisions. You can't live like that no more.
Right.
And when you're an infant, you're supposed to think like that, Grace. When I was a child, I thought as a child. I acted as a child. But now that I'm a man, I behave as a man. So, Grace, what you just told me there was you have God's obedience. And Grace is still coming to the Lord as a child. And Antonio. And you can't do both. You go to the Lord as a child. You bring 43-year-old Grace to me. You understand? Don't let me make you a girl so you can follow me. Don't let no man put you asunder in such a way. I'll quote all these scriptures if I can. I will sneak them all in there, Grace. I will. I will sneak them all in there. What I'm trying to say, it's real simple. Grace is doing the right thing in a completely wrong way. How Grace says she acts, that's how she needs to meditate and pray. But when she talked to Anne Marie, She needs to roll her shoulders back and know that her ancestors died for her to have a confidence and an opinion. And as a woman, Grace, you owe it to your entire gender to square your shoulders up and look me in the eye. And any man that can't handle that shouldn't be no man in your life. Can I get a witness? Is there a woman?
Look,
There's a
No,
chorus.
facts.
There's a chorus.
Absolutely.
Right, keep going, Grace.
girl power.
Man.
Keep going, Grace. No, I'm gonna keep walking it out. But you got your point now. You're doing the right thing, but don't be afraid to be grown. It's Grace. I'm not this ain't everybody I know. What she said specifically was to someone in authority over me. So she doing that to her mama. But your daddy just told you ain't got to take care of me like that. But your daddy just told you that, okay? So what I want you to do moving forward is I want you to be happy that your daddy, biological daddy, wants you. Well, she could have another daddy somewhere, Deanna. I don't know nothing about that. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm like,
It's just like you said it. You said it like it was no big deal. Your biological daddy. And it can, like, what other daddy you talking about?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing.
But he said it like it was no. He said, that your daddy, your biological daddy.
I'm just giving her grownness. You understand? I don't know what she got going on her cell phone, Anne Marie. You understand? I ain't doing that. I'm just covering all my little bases here. Your biological daddy, okay? Not the one you look back at. That's the other daddy.
My God.
You understand? That's the other daddy. Your biological daddy. Be happy that daddy likes that you his grown daughter, which you have not accepted yet, according to him, according to his feedback. Okay, keep going. Y'all better be looking back at it too, but keep on going to Grace.
Why are you this way? Anyway.
Blame Deanna, it's her fault.
That's my responsibility for this.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know anymore.
No, just keep going. You were saying, all right, I got to talk this out. Talk it out. We're going over time.
Oh, okay.
I got to talk it out. I'm scared when these situations come up with these people of authority. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
I got you. I ain't gonna let you. This is real therapy. You're gonna have a breakthrough today. One way or the other.
Okay.
Let me take off my jacket so I can get in this dirt with you.
So yes, I am always nervous when I talk to people in authority. And I know it's the whole.
I just looked at my bill. God dang, I'm fine. Keep going.
Can you let her talk?
My bad. You right. Go ahead.
And I know it's the fear of criticism and poverty, and it's terrible. But what I want to work on getting rid of that, because it's the harvest is.
So do you want the answer here, or do you want to talk it out right here? This is a section I should stop you and help you, or do you want to keep going? I'll give you the option.
Let me keep going a little bit more, because I need to talk out something else along with that. When you and Dad have said, just in a different way, you don't want nothing. I don't like that. I don't want nothing. Okay? And press that, I don't know. Shit.
Take your time. I'm writing all this down. You ain't the only one here.
Right.
Listen, you got the problem you don't want nothing. Jada got the problem you want too much. Yeah, I got the same problem, just two different ends of the spectrum.
Listen.
Jalen want all his blessings at one time. Universe don't work that way. Grace want the Lord to bless her all whenever he feel like it. Universe don't work that way either. Y'all got the same problem, just two different ends of the spectrum. Keep going.
I've been this okay, and this is probably
you left off with I don't like that. I don't like things.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want anything. And I can tell you right now, if somebody say, "Hey, here's $10 million right now." Yes, I want that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I need to understand why I don't want nothing.
You don't need to understand that part. You got Jalen's problem. You got confidence that other people are cursing. In your particular case, you have contentment and flow, and other people are cursing.
I'm gonna ask you what that means in a minute, but hold on. And I've been, I tell myself, Grace, that switch just got to come on for you, so you could just
No,
go.
no. Okay, let me stop you here so you can keep going. So apparently, how many times did I tell you you don't want nothing? How many times was this? Just once. Whenever I did it, it fucking affected you greatly. So when did I do it? Well, forget
And
when. How many times?
maybe twice, and
Maybe twice.
It was spanned out, you know.
And them were 2 Godzilla times. You hear me?
Also, I have a habit of making meanings out of things. This is one of those
Well,
things that
fair.
you're
I'm sure
telling
you
me.
made a meaning, but I'm sure it was on some Godzilla moments that I said, because it's clear. I can actively listen and hear, oh, Jayla's parents is fucking him up in that situation. I can actively listen to you. Ooh, Antonio fucked her up in this situation. Okay. Flow is when you just know that all things are working for you because you were loved by God and called according to his purpose, and that you have seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things are being added unto you. And there is nothing impossible with God, and the just shall live by faith. And I'll do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you can ask or think. I'll present you faultless before the only wise God. That some have soiled their garments, but you have not. That you will be rewarded in your master's joy. Come and enter into your master's joy. That I have given you the desires of your heart. And I can keep going on and on and on. You ask for wisdom, I'm going to give you gold too. You got the heart of God receiving, you got the heart of man, how the man is supposed to receive blessings from the provider. I twice, and whoever before me, told you, Grace, you need to want something. Trash, lies, and I was wrong. What you need to want is to relax. Truth is, I can learn from you in this category. Let me reverse what I have said to you, because your ability not to want something, I need to get on that level. Because you just expect you're going to be a princess and shit going to happen for you. Do you understand how much more I would have if I get on my grace and believe that?
Oh, I just want to clap for that one because I believe that too. It's just gonna fall in my lap. I ain't gotta do nothing for it.
And
Pop for
does it
Grace.
not say,
Everybody pop for
prove me
Grace.
now, says the Lord of hosts, that if you bring the meat into my house, that I may be food in your house, that when you open up a window of heaven, and I'll pour down for you a blessing to where you won't have room enough to receive. You got this down. Antonio need to get on your level. Everybody pause right now, unmute your mics and tell Grace, you better listen to this boy apologize to you. Go ahead. God, go ahead.
Yeah, listen
Hello,
to
Better
him.
Grace.
listen, girl.
Hello.
Listen, and take it in. Don't just listen. Just
Take it in.
really take it in.
Not me or your biological daddy, because I still don't know if she got a little daddy going
Oh
around
my
there. You know what I'm
God.
saying? I don't know. I don't know no Ella. You don't know. You understand?
Tell my friend business.
She's a tricky woman.
She fine and dark skinned, so somebody done picked it up. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be careful with this. You understand? Either way, I need to be like you, because this is not a realm of manipulation. This is a realm of ease. And how dare Antonio and Essie tell you, Grace, your ability to be in ease all the damn time, you tripping. First off, the very women that your daddy accidentally compared you to today, they don't want shit. They want shit, but he don't want them. I got you down on all these ladies ain't getting taken care of like you. I'll end this one part right here. Look at these birds out there, Grace. Grace says, "She sure will look at them. I ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Look at that grass. I'm the grass. Then don't they get fed every day? Sure do. Well, then Grace act like that. Got it. Got it, God. Sure will." And that's what you did. Jalen, on the other end, I got to hustle. I got to grind. I got to eat. Where's that in the Bible? If you the most gangster, the most competitive, you on your Kobe Bryant mentality, I shall serve it thee. Nope. So he's getting things because his action is his God. So the only way Jaden can get blessed is when he's given God-like action. Y'all got the same problem, just on two different ends of the spectrum. You have you as the center of the universe. Since Grace is the center of the universe, all destruction comes to her. This is why she can't stand criticism. Since Jalen's at the center of the universe, anything that's not blessing is his fault. They got the same problem. Two ends of the spectrum. Okay, go ahead, Dion. I'm coming back. But that was your second point. I skipped your first one.
Okay, so Grace and I have had a few different conversations, and I always tell her I don't want nothing to do with her attraction. And she know why I say that. But on the other end of that, there has been times when me and Grace will be having a conversation, and she'll be like, yeah, such and such just cash after me, da 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 da. And I sit down and I just look at her. Like, do you realize people just give you money just to give you money?
Money comes easily and frequently to me. That's how Grace lives her life.
Exactly.
And then there she goes, I'm doing it wrong. Huh?
You're looking at her like, oh, man. That's the attraction I want. Let me rub Buddha belly on that one. That other
I ain't got no problem Anne Marie taking care of me. Go on, work your ass out, take care of me. What you want me to do for you? No problem.
But I have to commend Grace, because Grace do be in flow. She just be in chill flow. The only time Grace is not in chill flow is when somebody says something to her. And that's when she goes into think mode. Man, I gotta do this. Man, I gotta do that. But up until that point, Grace be in just chill flow mode. And when she in chill flow mode, I don't care. Money, she just be finding money. Well, let me rephrase. Money just be finding her.
That's right. I'm glad you said that. Grace, are you an extrovert or introvert?
Extrovert.
How often of your day in percentage times 100 do you want to be alone?
Never.
So therefore, what Deanna just said is you always in chill and flow until someone says something to you. If you never want to be alone, it means that what percentage are the odds that you can be with other people and they won't say nothing to you?
That's true.
Zero.
Zero.
Exactly. Grace, Deanna just wisely, better than I ever could, told you, Grace, you are designed to be with people. The more you with people, the more money will easily come attracted to you. Your kryptonite is fear of criticism. The moment you handle fear of criticism, there's a moment your mansions and all that stuff will come.
All you gotta do is make it make sense.
That's what she said. Your best friend made it make sense. Ain't nothing to do with me. I said she said it wiser than me. I did say that. I remember saying it. I was sitting in my skin when I said it. Yeah, I was right here in my skin when I said it. I remember it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I remember it. Okay. The first thing you said, we still gotta let you finish. The first thing you said was, and I wanna work it out and get rid of it. That's why I told you, I'm gonna stop right here. You want me to go? I want to work it out and get rid of it. Two flaws there. For one, you don't need to work that out. It's already been worked out. I thought you had a God.
I do.
Jerome. Where in the Bible does it say, well, Jerome, if you sit there and work it out, then I shall.
No, it does not.
It's not. Nowhere. It's already worked out.
Huh? Whosoever will, let him come.
Okay. Grace, number one, energy can never be created, can never be destroyed. Don't work nothing out. And I got to get rid of. While you getting rid of stuff God's trying to use. I will, see if I got this right, Jerome. Thou anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Okay. And before that, thou prepareth a table before me and the stuff presence. I'm trying to get rid of.
Come on, man. Don't something try to get rid of.
Grace. Every time in the presence of my enemies, every time you get an enemy, God gives you a table. Is that not? Is it, do I need to do it again? Thou prepareth a table before me in the presence of my enemy. So what you're telling me is, God, because I got a table, it's because I had someone who didn't want me to have? Okay. So the more I got people that don't want me to have a table, the more tables you give me. That's a pretty accurate reading of that song. I'm not making it up. Okay, Grace. The more you got stuff you want to get rid of, the more God say, girl, go and take this. What you're trying to get rid of is this background for the stuff that you deserve to enjoy. You're spending too much time fighting the background, the wall you're supposed to be leaning against, enjoying your blessings. Grace is fighting the background instead of holding her blessing in the foreground. I can't sit in this chair and fight my background that y'all see at the same time. I can only do one or the other. This is Jalen's problem. Jalen wants all his blessings at one time. Well, I'm doing 18 things, God. I had to get this. And I know why Jalen do it. And Tony got the same problem. This is the problem of ambitious creatures, Ina. When you're ambitious, you say, hell, when my harvest coming? Let me help you out, Ina. This universe, for as long, Noella, y'all can disagree with me 15 million times. It's never going to change this fact, Jalen. You can only have one experience at a time.
All right, let me ask you this then. Since you say we had the same problem.
Same problem.
For me,
I had to kill that problem.
For me, it's like I only need one to hit, and I know I got enough talents, so I'm gonna keep putting shit out there. I'm gonna keep finding that one, and once that one hits, I'm on.
That's respectful.
So it's less. Yes, I do want everything now. Don't get me wrong, but I also understand that's just not how it works. So it's like, okay, let me do 10 things, 5 things that I know I'm good at, and I think that can work, and let's see which one hits, and then we go from there.
So you got a couple of problems wrong there, and I'm not even telling you, I'm telling me, because this was my problem. I had to release myself of. His first, y'all might want to write this down. His first problem is he don't believe in nothing until he see it. I just need one hit. Soon as one hit, I'll feel better.
It's less I'll feel better, but it's like I'm finally on. Like
soon as one hit,
I need
I'll
a
believe
break.
I'm where I'm supposed to be. Soon as one hit, I'll be in my destiny. We can change any one of these words. It don't matter. It's the same thing. Soon as one hit, I'll be on. When we were born on this planet to be on before they hit. See, Oprah became a billionaire because when she was broke, dusty, ashy, and struggling to work with her weight, she believed she was a billionaire. You don't become a billionaire when you become a billionaire. You become a billionaire when you're broke. Jalen needs to recognize that millionaire he's trying to be, that graduate he's trying to be, whatever, it doesn't matter. He already got a degree. When he applied for school, he graduated at the same time. His finite brain and conscience could not get to be in both places at the same time. But upon filling out his application, he scheduled his graduation. That's a sermon. Upon filling out his application, he scheduled his graduation. And he knows this because he lived it. He lived it. Could you graduate without applying?
No, I wouldn't have made it.
So then therefore,
like applying yourself or just applying in general?
Applying in the application, paying a $50 fee. It's impossible because if you don't show up at the start, you can't finish. Well, applying for the graduation was the seed. Jalen wants to believe in the tree before he vibrates properly with the seed in his hand and drop it. Which leads to the second point. Jalen got so much work out there, he won't let go. Here's what true work actually means, Aiden. This is why I'm real quick. Don't you touch that. Not in that vibration. Don't you, Deanna, how many times you heard? Grace, how many times you heard me? I'm real good to do that.
I thought you saw me getting my ice cream. You said,
"Oh no, you good. Get your ice cream." we this ain't with this. What I'm bringing up is not a real thing. You're good, but apparently I say this so much she in trouble. You guys are she in trouble.
Yes,
Deanna Grace, how many times do I tell y'all? Don't you? If you mad, don't you touch
nothing
nothing.
Don't you touch nothing of mine.
You touch nothing of mine. How many times? About
listen,
10, 100, 1,000.
So much that I got in the back of my head, and I was like, okay, you in this vibration, don't do nothing right now. Go walk it off, go take a nap, do something. but don't do
Same,
nothing.
same way.
So it's been at least over
I
100 times I had to tell y'all this here.
Yeah.
Heck, I don't even touch my own stuff now.
So just so you know, if you heard me tell you this, Dion, Ana, Grace, Deanna, if you heard me tell this to you, it wasn't personal. I'm consistent with this because I understand I'm trying to tell Jalen. Seeds don't grow in our hands until Jalen, watch this here, gets the seed out of his hand and let it go. God can never take over and grow it.
Okay, so the seed is the work that I did, but until I put it out there,
just leave it alone. Don't go back and check on it. Don't pray about it. Be like Grace on the other end of the problem. Just be princess with it. I just expect it's gonna work out for me.
but if
no butt on this one. You can't butt on this one. You gotta be like Grace. Grace could use some of you, and you can use some of Grace.
Hey, Jalen, I do the same thing, just like you. I have to be right, and I have to get it, together, and I have to make it there. It's taken me a long time to just sit back and let what's flowing flow.
If you put in those 10 streams like you said, then let them go and trust God like you say. This is where grace shines at. Grace, you don't want nothing. Yeah, I don't want nothing because it's already done for me. It's the next time your daddy says something because it's already done for me, daddy. I wish I had something.
Okay.
It's already done for me. I don't need to want nothing. It's already done for me.
And I feel just like, I just feel like Jalen too, or Tony, like what are you talking about? Like,
I got Jalen's problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't understand how I make it without working.
Too.
Yeah, I got him. Go ahead, Jalen. Go ahead.
I just don't understand how I'll make it without working. I have no backup. This is my life. I've dedicated everything to this. I've literally gone homeless. I've done a lot. Like this is me. And so it's like if I don't work, how am I ever gonna make it?
Y'all see it? That's how the middle class think. And here's the problem. You have ascended and trying to be in the wealthy class. So your desires don't match your work ethic. Listen to me. This man said, I don't understand how. I mean, I put my life in this. That's how middle class think. If he wants 6 figures, then he needs to do what he's doing. Make no changes. But is 6 figures written on your wall, Jalen? Or are you thinking, I'm trying to be king of the earth? Which one are you thinking?
I mean, I could take both.
Okay. So he's like, but did y'all hear him? He didn't even get offended by king of the earth. But you know what? I wouldn't mind being king of the whole earth. Okay, so just so we clear, king of the earth mean y'all work, not me.
But I gotta build that.
Nope.
Because if I don't have,
you can hire a president to build that. You ain't got to build nothing.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Jalen, I'm gonna help you connect the dots going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the wins and challenges, you said how you just let things work and people came to you and they were the perfect fit for the position and they have been working wonderfully. You did. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. He got it. I'm mute now.
Okay. Let's try this again. Y'all ready? Jalen's right. I don't understand how it's going. I just got to work hard. You're right. If you're trying to be middle class, but your ascension has told you to be in the upper class now. So the reason why Jalen is having friction is because he's taking new wine and putting it in old skins, ain't he, Jerome? He trying to take this new stuff he learning and put it in his mom and daddy habits. Your mama and daddy don't even have the money they want. I need y'all to receive this. You don't put new wine in old skins. He reading books they ain't never read. He understand that YouTube they ain't never understood. He gets. Jalen lives in a world where billions of users is common. Jalen lives in a world where what his parents did for 30 years, Jalen can do with one app in 30 days. And he's trying to take this millennial understanding and put it in a baby boomer mentality.
Hello. That's Jalen, that's my problem.
That's
I got these multiple streams of income that I can't implement right now because the time is not now, but I got them.
And like me with
I want them yesterday.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, I was just gonna say, like, for me, I've been looking back. I just turned 49. It's like I kind of feel like Jalen, what he said. I should be further because I do make over six figures part time doing hail damage and everything every year. However, it's me. It's I don't have a team. I don't have anyone that's actually helping me out. So I've not been a part of something. So it's hard to let it go. And I think at the evenings, I got to go knock doors. I got to do this. It's all about me. And the new systems that you're putting out there, it's like overwhelming me. And it's like, it's hard for me to learn this. It's hard for me to learn this. It's going to take time for me to get my income up. Oh, I got to go knock doors. I got to do this. So my mind is like playing games with me, but I see where the income can come when you for instance, like the email list.
First thing I did this morning is have a meeting with Deanna. I said, Mike and Kenneth need leads. First thing I did this morning, about 6 this morning. Actually, I started it by 3 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. So I put it in a little shared, we got a little folder to be shared so she can wake up to it. It's the first thing I did. So this means whatever Mike is doing got me waking up at 3 in the morning saying, take care of him. So you're already changing.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? You're already changing. All right. Let's back up real quick. Is Jalen doing something wrong? Absolutely not. If he wants 6 figures, he's doing right. Is Jalen doing something wrong? You're absolutely wrong. Right, he's doing something wrong. Because he don't want 6 figures. He won't be king of the earth. Choose ye this day whom you will serve. You going to serve what you chasing or what you're used to? And the truth is, if we all act like Grace and stop chasing and start attracting, then you won't have to. Why is this true? Because there's nowhere in any school of thought, any Bible, any Torah, any Quran, anything, there's nowhere does it say, take the path that's the hardest. Swim upstream. Jalen, I was trying to teach Deanna wanted to do something this morning. And I told her, she was like, are you for real? And I was like, yeah, there's too much resistance around that. And I just 2 weeks ago, I told her, there's a lot of resistance you got going on, and she ain't listened to me. And she almost didn't make it home. So it's the truth. Am I lying? No, say it on the mic. You can say it on the mic with ice cream.
Sorry, yeah. No, he not lying.
So this morning I was like, it's a whole lot of resistance going on right there. So just know, don't worry about it. A whole lot of resistance going on. Jalen, you're never going to make money in resistance. None of you. Listen to me. Resistance is not where you make money. Finding where your customers are in their resistance and then selling them the smoothness, that's where you make money. You ain't supposed to vibrate at your customer's frequency. You're supposed to tap into their frequency, not be like them.
I guess that's that inner actor in me. I played a role to a T.
You played a role, but if you want to be what you want to be, you better start being more like Antonio Smith. Antonio ain't let none of y'all rush him. I ain't let none of y'all rush me. None of y'all. It ain't happening. I just go behind the scene. I let people tell me all the time. I go behind the scene. Right now, I'm working on bringing in quick 15 million. That's very believable to me. A quick 15 million. chunk y'all little salaries, do something with the rest. 15 million, quick 15 million. So I got Deanna doing this paperwork, blah, blah, blah. And then, because I'm still on my 2-3-2 plan, but I just said, okay, this, I got to move these people, do this, boom, boom, boom. I ain't gonna say nothing yet. You'll see it. When you see Jerome, see me doing it for years. When you see when I put out something like a mandatory meeting and I push it to a week, when I go mandatory meet and I give y'all a week, that means anybody ain't there, you ain't gonna see them no more. And I ain't gonna have a single conversation about it. I ain't gonna have a single conversation about it. I ain't gonna say nothing. What they went at? You ain't gonna never hear nothing from me. You ain't gonna never. This is just how I work. This is just how I work. Because resistance is stopping y'all salaries. Now I'm either going to pander to resistance or cut it. You want a CEO that's gonna cut resistance to bring ease into your life. Or I can chase it. But if I chase it, I'm not chasing your salary. Choose ye this day, Antonio, whom you will serve. Anne Marie and her ease, or your ego and their resistance. I'm making sense. I'm all in your scriptures. I'm making sense. I'm making sense. Hey, Ebony, come on up here and tell your funny story. That's what we're gonna go. But just hear me out. Just hear me out for 1 minute. Jalen and Grace got the same problem. Grace has it on the timidity end, timid end. Jalen has it on the I'm finna knock everything out end. They're both going indoors that don't serve them. This is what Grace doing. Grace so timid. Grace letting the devil go in that door right there. But I don't want that to get in that door. Okay. Jalen's like, Jalen ain't, Devil ain't got to bother Jalen. Jalen going, this door closed. Y'all got me messed up. No more closed doors. Boom, boom, boom. He ain't even look down the hall with the door with his name on it. Because all he saw was they got him messed up and locked the door in his dreams.
Y'all better find them automatic doors, man, that automatically open when you walk up to them.
It's the same energy. They both indoors that don't serve them. Jalen got that Antonio and Anne-Marie spirit. Y'all got me messed up. I keep these hands. Keeps these hands. Now you're gonna give me what I want or somebody dying today. Only reason I ain't in jail because I ain't got caught. Yeah. Marie laugh at this. Man, Marie got same spirit. You know, we might be in the mob. Y'all don't know. We ain't supposed to talk about it. I'm just telling you. You ain't supposed to know. We ain't supposed to talk about it.
You're on the Fight Club.
I'm just telling you. Grace is going, okay, I'll get in that dough. Long as it make you happy, I'll get in that dough. Y'all see Grace?
So
I don't want no problems. I'll get in this dough for a little bit. Y'all doing the same thing. It's just on two different ends of the spectrum. Ina's going, okay, I'll get in the door. I love you. Don't let love lead you to poverty. Yeah, I can't see her turn red. Go ahead, Ebony.
Well, this was last week, Tuesday, I think it was. I called Antonio to tell him about what I was going to say in this class. I was explaining to him why I broke up with my boyfriend. And he said, you're wrong. You shouldn't have never, that was the first thing. And I was like, what? I'm wrong?
I let her finish, by the way. I did let her finish.
He was spelling out all these reasons why I was wrong. You're wrong for this, and you're wrong for that, and you're wrong for this. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was sitting there like, I'm wrong? I honestly did not think he would think I was wrong for breaking up with him, but
she gave me 5 minutes about how wrong he was. Yeah,
you should have called me, Evan.
You're right. 5 whole minutes.
And next time I will.
Oh God. No, this is what happened. She got real quiet She went, "You ate me alive."
Yes, you should have heard the burp. And he shouldn't have eaten till 8 o'clock last night, Deanna, because he was full after eating me up. He ate me all the way up. There was nothing left for me to even say besides I can't stand you because you're right. Because he had facts of why I was wrong, and I was like this on the phone. Like my mouth was to the floor because I was like, I'm wrong.
I wasn't going to say anything, but she asked me. She said, "Okay, when we get to class Monday," and this was like Tuesday, so she was fresh out of class. When we get to class Monday, I'm going to bring this up because on my stuck sheet it says this, and then he did this, and she kept going. She kept going. I'm like, "Oh Lord!" I let her finish. I didn't, Noella.
He did let me finish.
I didn't say a word.
He
But he
did.
made you dessert.
I sure did. I let her finish. And I was like, and she said, then she said something like, "So what do you think?" And I was like, "Well, you're wrong." Laid it all out.
I
16
was
different
shocked.
ways. 16 different ways. She genuinely thought that she made the right decision. Now I told her, I said, "Listen, y'all wasn't supposed to be together anyway. So I don't want you to get twisted that you need to go apologize and go get back with him." Because he clearly, and this is Anne Marie gonna like this part. I said, because he clearly can't handle you with opinions. That was your first mistake. Getting a man that can't handle that you're gonna say something back.
Very true.
Okay, so I did let her know
Fuck
that.
that man.
Exactly. And
That's exactly what he said.
I did say that. You see, so see, that's exactly. So I let her know. I said,
That's
wait
right.
a minute, me getting on you don't mean that he's worthy. I said, fuck that man. I just literally said that. I'm not saying that you were supposed to apologize and stay with him. That's not what I'm saying. Because he too weak to handle your sharp mouth.
Yeah.
Did I not tell you that?
Yes.
I said your mouth too sharp to be with some man that can't handle you talking. Because it ain't like you gonna stop talking.
Can I
Y'all
just say something
imagine.
real quick?
Yes, sir.
I just want to applaud you, Ebony, because I ain't gonna lie. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I just believe a lot of women our age don't want to have this conversation.
No.
And it's a lot, well, you made me feel this way, so you're wrong, instead of let's actually talk about the real problems. So I applaud you.
I take accountability. When Antonio was like, "You should apologize for this and this," I sent him a text. That was his apologizing.
No
everything.
doubt.
But it was not as a friend. I don't want to.
I told Ebony the reason I answer your calls is because she be so wrong. Ebony don't never call me and be correct, but in real time, she go, "I hate you," and start changing immediately. So
Amen.
Okay.
Immediately.
I got to give it to Bonnie. She does that.
She does that. Immediately she starts
Like,
changing.
you tell me stuff, I'll just be like, "Oh, I need to."
Oh, she hate every bit of it. Oh yeah, she don't like. She don't like changing, but she does it. You know what I'm saying? Which is reasonable change. That's how you know it's real. That's not that honorable yes. You know how y'all, some of y'all be giving me, "You're right. I should." I'm crying because no, that's that trash. That's a ceremonial yes. She's going blank you mother blank yes, but yes though. You know that's that. I'm changing. I don't like nan bit of it. I'm gonna cuss and fuss while I'm changing, but I'm gonna change. That's typically how real change happens. Okay, nobody's going, "Well, I want to break my leg with no pain." No, pain comes with it. It is what it is. So I told her, because if every time you call me and you do all the stuff, I would never answer your phone call. You ain't gonna listen to me. I would never answer your phone calls. I would never answer your phone calls. So good job to her. But I told her, I said, first off, you didn't even hear this man. This man said this, and you went and made a
You can tell him what he said. You can tell him what he said.
He said, "I'm thinking about moving to Colorado." You know what? I am moving to Colorado. And she said, Oh, well, I I wish you the best. Y'all already know. Y'all know
I
how
was
black folk
wishing
are.
him
Y'all
good
already know.
luck. I was wishing him good luck and all this stuff.
All these black folk know how to speak black folk. The moment you
Hey,
said,
but
I
was it
wish you
real
the
good luck,
best.
or it was like
Yes. It wasn't.
like it was cool. You kind of pissed me off, but hey, have fun. Type good luck.
I've never heard anybody wish someone luck and actually meant it. I've never heard the words,
Yeah.
I
I
said,
wish
wish
you
you the
luck.
best of
And
luck
it was,
and on all the good things. I can read the text messages. I wish you the best luck and all the good things, but I don't see where I would fit in cold ass Colorado.
and okay.
You're better than me. I would have been like, bye, motherfucker, bye.
That was her
would've said.
second sentence. That was her second sentence.
Did you
Because
say
she
Col-
broke up with
Colorado?
Colorado.
I said
But
cold ass
did y'all hear what
Colorado.
did y'all
That
hear
was
what
in
Ed
the
Marie
text.
said? Ed Marie said, I would have been like, bye, motherfucker, bye. That was her second sentence. Because she then tell them what you said right after you said. Because you then broke up with him. You said what?
I said, I don't see where we can be together because I don't see where I can fit in cold ass Colorado.
And then he was like, okay. And she was like, oh, well, since you're gonna just say okay, well then let me you understand. And then we were from hell.
But maybe he was waiting for you to beg him. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Exactly.
No, that's what it was. He was trying to try you to see if you was really that one that was gonna slide with him. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna stay
I
away
want to see
from
what
that
he's
one.
really gonna say.
I'm gonna stay away from that one. I'm gonna stay away from that one because I ain't gonna win that
Hold
one for
on,
sure.
Noelle ain't say nothing this whole time. She really felt that one.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing. There's nothing wrong with your response, Ebony.
See, and that's what I thought Antonio was gonna say. That is exactly what
she
I thought.
I felt the petty in that response because it's the same type of it's the same level of petty I would have been on. Okay.
Right.
Well, you
I didn't just rip her apart.
Folks, Antonio ain't broke. Hello.
Yeah. This look, I just didn't rip her apart. I told her because after I finished this, she was like, "Oh my God!" Well, so let me tell you about him though. Because first off, he inconsistent. Why you choosing inconsistent men? Because he told you was moving to Florida or Texas. Now he want to go to Colorado, so he making decisions about your future without even asking you. Shame on him, did I not, Ebony?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And
So
I was like, well, you could have started it off with that way instead of you wrong. And he told me
she
all
didn't
you
ask me
didn't even
about
listen
him.
to him.
She
You
asked
didn't
me
even
about her.
listen to him.
She didn't
You
ask
want
me
us to
about him.
express our feelings and you don't even listen.
Dion, she didn't ask me about him. She asked me about her. I got on both of them. You hear me? I got on both of them equally. And I told her, man, stop picking these inconsistent men. Man, one of the finest things in the world is a consistent man.
Look, Ebony, hold on. Wait. You're 31, sweetie. Let me help you out. Find one that can make a decision and stick with it. And you'll be grateful in the long run, okay? Because you gonna end up making the decisions, which means you gonna end up indirectly taking the pins in the relationship, and then you gonna end up not wanting to have nothing to do with him, and then you gonna end up crushing his spirit when he probably been through some childhood trauma.
You better
Really
hear.
know how to
She
ain't
preaching.
know how to do what
You better
he
hear. Look, whoever listens to this podcast later gonna be blessed. 'Cause let me tell you something. An inconsistent
you
man
just
can't
snap
be
with
your
that.
covering. An inconsistent man can't be your covering.
Because he can't even cover himself. He's not even consistent for him. He don't show up for him. How he finna show up for you? Then see y'all have kids. How he gonna show up for them kids?
Never.
How
An
he gonna put on for
inconsistent
the
man
kids?
Wait until
can't be
you're
your
35
covering.
and then start dating again, okay?
And here's it. I'm not saying all women should want covering. I'm just saying everybody wants covering. That's all I'm saying. We're not talking about women. We're not talking about the gender, Noella. We're talking about what Ebony wants. Ebony wants covering. And you can't cover me and be inconsistent. You can't cover yourself.
You can't cover me and pay bills.
Jerome is his wife's covering.
Okay.
Do you understand? So whatever happens to his wife happens to Jerome. It's gonna happen to Jerome first. You hear me? Because I'm this is what I did. I made this vow, baby. Ride or die. We're gonna do it together. Half the stuff that then flowed to the house, 90% of it hit Jerome first. They only got 10% of what happened to now. That's a covering.
Yeah, but
You hear me? That's covering. I get hit by the car and then I get hit into you. So I got hit into you. I took the car. You took me getting hit by the car. And we both hurt. But I got hit by the car. That's a covering. You understand? That's a covering. A covering is, mama, daddy, you were supposed to keep me alive. They ain't had to keep you rich. If they can't get rich, they ain't their job. They kept you alive. So stop getting grown and hating your parents for what they didn't do. They did their job. You're alive. So stop being ungrateful. Because Anne Marie ain't had to take care of you. She had plenty of options not to. That's all right. You're going to have your kids. You're going to understand it. You're going to understand it then when you have your own kids. You're going to see how hard this shit is. Go ahead. I'm not talking to everybody. Don't worry about it. I ain't telling everybody. I'm just talking to me, Anne Marie, and Deanna. Go ahead and get it. You'll see how hard it is. Hell, I was barely keeping it together single. Now I got all y'all. Hell, I'm supposed to do.
It's the hardest thing to do, raise those kids and make them good human beings. That's all you got to do.
Hey, good human beings.
Make sure they're good human beings. That's it.
And I'm trying to be good. You know how crazy? Do you understand how hard it is to raise somebody when you don't even like their grandparents?
Or their fathers.
Anyway, I'm just trying. I'm just saying. You better be glad I ain't cuss your grandmother out, because I wanted to. But I took, let me keep my baby at peace. I'm telling you how this works. Ebony was right and Ebony was wrong. The real trick is stop picking people that you have designed to keep up your poverty. It's the reason you pick them. Because you don't want to win.
I gotta wait till I'm rich and then pick somebody?
I got you, Deanna. No, you don't want to win. You want to keep this trauma. Because if you win, you got to go through this class and you got to take self-control and self-responsibility. Go ahead, Deanna. She's bursting on fire.
Stop picking people in your brokenness, because all you gonna pick is a broke person. Y'all gonna be broke together, and two broke people can't get nowhere.
So no, you're right. I get rich and then
she talking about broken in spirit.
I'm talking about spirit. Broken in spirit.
She's talking about stop picking unhealed people, especially when you unhealed, because anybody you gonna pick is unhealed.
And two unhealed people can't have a healthy relationship.
Two unhealed people can't let the other talk without cutting the other one off.
That's another
mic, man.
I feel like I'm dealing with that literally right now.
Two unhealed people. Every time Anne Marie do something, she offended me. What did Anne Marie do this time? Breathe. She ain't did nothing.
I say that all the time. I'm like, did I wake up again? Like, what happened?
Anne Marie ain't even did nothing. All Anne Marie said was, Antonio did a good job. I don't like the way she said good job. And then she gonna do that publicly. I ain't like that. She can't do nothing. She can't do nothing. When I'm unhealed, I'm offended by everything Anne Marie do. Everything. And here's what happened. So when Dion pressed me about it, well, what she did, I don't know. I just can't explain it. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. And when you try to get me to explain it, Michael, I can't. Because I made a judgment from my feelings, not from what
feelings
she did.
Aren't facts.
Feelings are not facts. That's actually like segment D on this thing. We ain't got there yet. That's D and E. Deals with feelings are not facts. So tell me exactly what Anne Marie said. Good job. I'm confused now. I'm sorry. I thought she said something else. But you understand it's the way she said good job. Well, tell me how she said it. Well, I ain't got to go through all that. I just yeah, this is what we do.
Yeah.
And then I gotta get mad at Dion. But see, so you taking her side, then. You're taking her side.
That's what I said.
You're not even listening to me.
Oh my God, I forgot about that one, Anne Marie. Oh my God.
Wow.
You ain't even listen to me. Don't nobody listen to me.
You don't listen.
Now, Ina, this is what I got to do. Now I got to cry and I got to get upset at everybody because this is the way I control people. I blow up. Depending on how I blow up. If I'm like Grace, I blow up with self-deprecation. Yeah, who know what I'm talking about? If I'm like Jalen, I blow up, I'm slamming doors, I'm knocking everything out.
Yeah, you gonna feel my blow up.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna know
I'm slamming everything.
Since Anne Marie calling me out, now Dion calling me out, I got to blow up now. So if I act like Ina, it's oh my God, I'm just such a bad person. Why are you even with me? Why do you talk to me? Blah blah blah. Because it's how I control people. If I act like Dion, you right, I'm a bad person. Because I gotta control people. If I act like the other side of Dion is, you know what? Everybody down today. Oh. It just depends. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. I'm not calling people out. I'm saying I'm calling out personality types. Me, Jalen, and Marie, you should have let me be silent. But since you didn't want to let me be silent, this is Deanna. Now, F all this furniture.
everything. You should have just let me stay quiet. You let me calm down.
Breaking all of it.
Chill off. Nah, we finna wreck the whole house. You want to finish the
No, I'm not just breaking the house. I'm breaking a relationship too. I'm breaking a relationship too. I'm breaking a relationship too. Take your mother house, take it. I don't need nothing. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's how we do, because it's how we control people. Instead of going, let me listen. There's a mature route. Ina says, you hurt my feelings, Antonio. No, I didn't. Yeah. Or, maybe I did. Interesting how accepting what someone says about you stops the problem of what they said about you.
And I do that all the time with Antonio. He'll tell me I'm wrong, and I just accept it. I don't like it, and I let him know that.
Oh, she lets me know it every time. I told her one day, I said I got a friend named Temple. I swear to God, Jack, like I just Ebony and Tempest got the same spirit. They don't like it, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it. They actually sounded like to me too. Just 100%. Ebony don't like it, but she gonna change though. She gonna let me know though. I don't like it. But then when something good happened to her, guess who get the call?
You do.
So I don't know what you don't like, but you sure calling me. Well, that's because you listen and you appreciate what I be saying. Oh, okay. So you like something there. I get it. You like something. And so I tell her, I say, look, so you picking these men. I said, but why do you submit to me? Why do you listen to me? And she was like, well, that's because you listen to me and you pour into me. Sounds like that's who you should be picking.
Wait until you're 35 and you have done your healing process, because that's who you will attract. Because if you don't, you gonna keep getting them inconsistent people.
She's 100% right. Now, there's nothing stopping you from healing in 35 minutes either. There's nothing stopping you. You can wait till 40 years from now. You wait for 4 minutes from now. It's up to you. Choose you to stay. Healing don't have no time limit. Just because I put 20 weeks on this class don't mean you got to wait till the 20th week to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like let me
wait that long.
No, don't wait that long. This is what my ego wants me to look at the clock. Oh my God, I'm 36 minutes old. And I got all my egos going, damn, Jerome, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and this, and this. I got a whole bunch of, that I need to write this chapter 2 for that, and I got to do that, and I need to hit Douglas up, and I need to do this, and my ego, Ina, is going, and then this, and then this, and it's this. Oh, it'll be overtime. But my ascension is going, this is the only place I need to be. And if I stay here with these people, 2 things gonna happen to me. Number 1, God gonna bless me somewhere and make one of my stupid ideas work. This how I am, Jalen. This how I change it, Jalen. I got 10 things in the fire. God bless one. I don't care if it's a stupid one. I'm out here blessing your folk. Go on, bless my thing. This is how I talk in my head. I know it's a thing, but allow me to colloquialism. You understand? You still come from the hood. You understand? I'm out here blessing your folk. Bless my stupid ideas. I don't care which one work. A lot of times, hey, Tony, how does this work? To be honest with you, Marie, I don't know how it works. It just works. I ain't gonna lie to you. It shouldn't have worked, but I ain't got no karma out here. That's why it worked. So I know that's gonna happen. I know something. I know when we get this number and Deanna finishes Sam's paperwork and do this, I know one of these contracts gonna come through and I'm gonna look real good in the email. I know that much. The second thing I know is then y'all gonna defend me and make my life easier when I don't even know you're doing it. See, you're doing good with people when people go, I don't care what you say. I like him. Say it again, I'm gonna put him on the phone, let you say it to his face. As a matter of fact, let me call him right now. Because I ain't like what you said. Because you can't talk about Anne Marie. What you said about Anne Marie? Hold on. Hey, Anne Marie. It's Antonio. Clara got something she want to say to you clearly. Because she thought she could say it to me.
Come on, Clara.
Let me put you on speaker. Claire, what's that
Put
you were
Clara
saying?
right on the phone right now.
Shit. You want to kill gossip? Be positive about it. Gossip stops immediately when you bring
I'm glad I'm
positivity
still,
to it.
my name is in your mouth, but no.
Sure. That's a very
Antonio,
interesting thing. Come on.
On Saturday, I was in the Black Writers Guild, and they were asking us to introduce ourselves. And I hadn't been with them for a while. And I was talking about, well, I've done this for my books, and I've done that. And then at the end, I messed around and said, I said, oh, by the way, I got a friend in Texas who's a ghostwriter that's writing me 6 books. The lady leading the group said, Jerome, when you're done, I need you to email me his contact info.
See that? I wouldn't even
But you know what
that.
I did, Antonio, and you know what I told her? I said he's very, very busy. I say he's very, very busy. And when you reach out to him, let him know that
you better. If your name ain't on it, she gonna get funneled to
I told her, I said, because so many people be trying to, and this is I ain't saying about I didn't say that he's you doing it for free, pay it. I ain't say nothing. I just happened to mention that on it. And I said, now look at this. I wasn't trying to get you, but listen to me. She in charge of that group and she's got some books out. So again, and she about business, but I was just thinking about what you just said about people speaking about you and doing, and I wasn't even trying to, Antonio, but I wasn't ashamed to send her the information. And I sent it right after the call.
I bring up Anne Marie name and meeting she ain't even in. And they're always in good favor. When I say sales team, we're gonna do this, get this contract, I do 2 things. And I go, and Anne Marie too. I got everything. It's and Anne Marie too. And I say, Ina, send her that too. Shit, think I'm lying. So 100% happens. But then I turn around. Dion don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. Ain't said nothing about what I'm talking about. Ain't said what I'm talking about. Then I go to Ina, time to send Dion that same thing too. They ain't even in these conversations. Yeah, they're not even in these conversations. But when people good to you, you be good to them.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Amen.
This is how it works. This is how it works. So to wrap this up, Grace, at Fear of Poverty, it's a motor school. Poverty, I started to do it earlier. Y'all gonna be so shocked by what I'm about to play, but I started to do it earlier. I really did. And I said to myself, well, maybe I shouldn't. But as I was searching for a new ending, because all my calls have an ending, but we actually did 3 weeks in one. We actually went to weeks 3, 4, and 5. I wasn't even supposed to finish fear criticism, but we finished it because the whole call was really fear criticism. The whole call was really fear criticism. I forgot Apple got an event tomorrow. This is my meditation. So when I come here and go, trick of poverty, right here. Listen to this. I'm gonna pause at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. Let me rewind it. Jalen, where you at? Okay, Jalen. I'm gonna call names out. Dion. I would say Anne Marie, but she actually got this under control. Anne Marie just buying her time. Anne Marie ain't really worried about nothing. She ain't really worried about nothing. She just buying her time. So I'm gonna say Ina, Dion, Noella, because we just had a training over it. Sonia, oh my God. Sonia. I've been actually working on a huge plan for Sonia, but I can't say that right now. Sonia, Jerome, this is for to happen, y'all. And not because you slipping. It's because you're winning. Dion, Jerome. Oh, okay. Sonia, Dion, Jerome, Jalen, MP, Ebony, and Ina. It's about to happen to y'all. It's not gonna happen to Anne Marie because the devil gotta get Anne Marie a whole different way. He not gonna, this ain't gonna work on Anne Marie. And Grace has been in this the whole time. Grace got a whole agent calling her every day. I got this one for you this time, Grace. It ain't me. It's not me. It's not me. What's the date on this here? It's called Greatest Trick of Poverty. Somebody asked me a question.
Yeah, listen, because you suffer with.
Yeah, was it 5 years ago? Okay, it's 5 years ago, whatever 5 years ago is. Watch this here, y'all.
This problem too, and it's not popular. What I'm about to say, it's not painful. It's not popular. Okay. Marjorie, actually, I'll show you. What was your dream again, Marjorie? You said it so eloquently. What was your dream?
To ultimately be a worldwide life transformation specialist, and my clients are leaders and entertainers who don't have a clue, to help them to get to a space that people are listening to them all the time and following them. And then we have a whole world full of people that don't have a clue. But if they're getting good coaching, they get a clue. Yeah.
Did anybody hear the life in her? Everybody heard that? Y'all heard that? Yeah. I mean, just listening to it. I mean, not only did she first off, she said that before, didn't she? Like when she told me the first time, it sounded like she said that before. She wrote this down. Spoke with passion. Like she done wrote this down. She done read Think Grow Rich, Definite Purpose. Did the whole 6 steps. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me well. The greatest trick of poverty is to show you money on the way to your dreams.
The greatest trick of poverty is to show you money on the way to your dreams. Explain it, Antonio.
Okay.
Wow.
The greatest trick of poverty is to show you money on the way to your dreams.
Wow.
This is what it looks like. No, you're supposed to start the ATM business company. You know you're supposed to start it, but hey, here's somebody offering you 6 figures for a marketing job. Tippett just talked about that. Now, go get that money because you know these bills are due. You know you're supposed to go back to school, but then someone comes up to you and says, hey, I've got this job. It's about $50,000 an hour.
All right, now stop right there. I can close with this now. The greatest trick of poverty is when you know you're supposed to be doing a Jalen Hughes something. And what did Jalen say earlier? Well, I got to do this because sacrifices must be made. That's the greatest trick of poverty. When the road to poverty sees Michael trying to change, poverty is alive. Poverty is going to say, wait a minute, Michael. Wait a minute. We can do that too. Here. More security right now. Don't go on out there and change on me. Just take this. Just take this $250,000. You don't have to believe me. There's a great story in Genesis chapter 39 about it. Joseph, he's a good looking boy. Come here, boy. You know I'm a cougar. Come on, let me get some of that. That's the text. I'm really not making this up. I'm jazzing it up, but I'm not making it up. And the greatest trick of poverty was, I'll make you king over this house. When God wanted Joseph to be the prince over the world. Joseph was shown this house. He even said, I can't do that. My master put me in charge of all this. It's the thing, and here's the deal. I've said this many a time. I'm going to say it now. That story of Joseph scares me. You know why? Because I have slept with Potiphar's wife. Not because I'm a horn dog, Anne-Marie. Oh, no. I ain't trying to go back to slavery. You don't understand. 2 years, I was in slavery. My family sold me. You know where I come from? You don't understand. You don't understand. And you say I can get away with it? I don't even want you. But if I can keep all these riches so I don't have to go back to being poor, I'm gonna have to do that. And I'm gonna see, y'all want to be real. Noel, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Self-preservation would have made me go ahead and handle that. Now I know you're going, that's a sin. That's not how I'm thinking about it. Anne-Marie wouldn't have been no sin. I'd have justified the hell out of it. God clearly wants me to be good. I would have justified it while in it. Well, thank you, Lord. It is what it is. I would have justified it.
You say you had the Holy Spirit on your back?
I had the Holy Spirit on my back, pushing me in and out. I justified it. Y'all, hey, Anne-Marie, you know me. I keeps it real. Ain't nothing about me, Faye. Cause you know why? Cause you know what it would have hurt me the most? Noella, this is why I ain't Joseph. Cause doing the right thing got him poor and in prison. And God got me up. See, Michael, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Now I did all this. I trusted you, and you got me back here. See, they don't want to keep
paid, baby.
Should have knocked her throat off. And you gonna sit there. This how you gonna do me? So yeah, I don't want to keep it real, but this is the trick of poverty. We're not talking about my sin nature. We talk about that fear of poverty and how it would have made me compromise. That's what we're talking about. I'm keeping it real with you. I would have slept with him. So now that I'm not doing it, Jerome, you got me in prison? This Bible stuff. I'm not doing this. Who knows? I ain't going to church. When you been to church? I'm church. I'm not do that, man. Last time I trusted God, he put me in prison for doing the right thing. Can't do it. Y'all want to act like y'all ain't like me. That's all right. I wouldn't even be your leader if you wouldn't like me. That's all right, though. You can front. You can hide behind me all you want to.
Yeah,
you know how mad I would have been?
You own it.
You know how mad I would have been? Then here's what happened. Hey, I'm gonna hook y'all up, man. I interpret these dreams. You gonna forget about me for 2 years? So God, you playing with me now. You gonna show me a way out, not give it to me? 2 years. I'll tell you what. And my attitude would have been terrible. So by the time God would have gave me the breakthrough, I'd have been unqualified for it because of my attitude. Thus, the greatest trick of poverty is to keep you distracted in something you don't deserve or piss you off to what you actually don't deserve by the time it comes. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I have fell victim to both many a times. I'd have took that $14 an hour. That's no different than Potiphar's house. Apparently, Jalen would not have slept with Potiphar's wife because he didn't do it when Potiphar's wife showed up this weekend at $14 an hour. That's why I told Jalen, good job. And I wouldn't let him get past that good job. 28-year-old Antonio would have been like, $14, God, look at you. I would start reading books on taxes and I could make this $14 an hour stretch. I'd have been faithful to a dollar amount that I don't deserve. I'd have tied on it. I'd have did you hear me, Jerome? I'd have been faithful to a life unworthy of me. Just like our parents.
You preaching, boy. You preaching.
Just like our parents. So I start to realize something. And I'm ending. I start to realize something. And I think I know us Anne Marie's or the other Sonia's. We gonna get what I'm gonna say because we done lost. The Enos, we done trusted and lost. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Dion? I done put my trust in. You know what I'm talking about, Jerome? I done failed so much. If I fail one more time, I might lose it all. Who know what I'm talking about? I ain't talking about like property. I'm talking about my sense of mind. If I take one more loss, I might flip it all. Who my hand up first. If I lose one more, God, I'm up. And God know it too. God, like, take it easy on Dion. Take it easy. Just take it easy. Just a little bit. Because if she go through another loss, she might postal. She might go postal. So I recognize when God, this is why this scares me, because Anne Marie, I would have messed up. If I was Joseph, it wouldn't even be no Bible. Oh, the Bible would have stopped at Genesis chapter 37. It wouldn't even been no. If I was Abraham, it wouldn't even been no chapter 12. It'd have been, and then God called Antonio and he fucked all this shit up. That's what it would have said. This, all of it. That's y'all don't want to keep it real. I'm keeping it real. I'd have messed up y'all whole scriptures. Wouldn't even been no chapter 12, verse 3. It stopped right at 2. And God said, go to a land I'm gonna show you. When you gonna talk to me? I'm not gonna talk to you now. I can't do it. Here's another thing I would have did bad. Don't bring nobody. Nah. I gotta bring Pookie. See, I've been guilty of bringing people who need to bring themselves.
I'll attest to that because I actually asked you that man to man one time.
You did,
and I was basically like, "What did you do? What are you doing differently now with Dempsey, and why it didn't work before?" And that's what you said.
And I told him straight up, man to man, 101. I tried to help people. They didn't need my help. Now I'm doing this for me. That's why it's working. So here's what I recognize, Anne Marie. I recognized doing my little ABC. I said, you know what the worst part of Joseph's story is? Going to prison and then getting forgot about. And I recognize I got abandonment issues. I don't like being forgot about. I ain't the only one. I had to get rid of them issues. And then I said to myself, but damn, suffering for doing the right thing? I got a problem with that, man. I know some of y'all holy. Anne Marie, I got a problem with this.
I got a problem with that too.
Just let me pay for what I did. I don't want to pay for something because you doing some shit up there I don't understand. I don't want to do all that. But I know y'all ain't got this problem. It's my problem. So hear me out. Hear me out. Just me. Whole time I'm trying to figure out, God, I don't understand. I don't even like this story. And then the Holy Spirit revealed it to me, Dion. Pharaoh's prison was right under Pharaoh's palace. You may have missed it. The Potiphar's house was not under Pharaoh's palace. When he went to jail, he was moved in possession to be over the world.
Watch it, Reverend.
See, Pharaoh palace off screen. When he went to jail, he was moved because you can't have Pharaoh's palace and Pharaoh's prison not be attached to it. So what was meant to destroy him saved the world. Now that's a true story. The divinity, well, there's no divinity in that story. The true story is there was a Hebrew that saved the world from famine. That's a true story. You don't have to believe in the Bible or something. That's just historicity. This actually happened. And I got to thinking when the Holy Spirit, I got to thinking, Ina, I'm not willing to be used. And that's my damn problem. I'm so tired of losing. I've become unusable. I'm just trying to keep it real every day. I don't know who catching me. I'm just trying to keep it. I'm just trying to tell you how.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for things that you've done for people, and you've helped them out in business or something, and then they cut your throat, and then you got somebody else that's ready to to join up with you, like kind of skeptical, kind of putting the hand out. Nah, I don't know about you.
That's why I put a lot of this stuff out. This stuff. This is why I do a lot of this stuff like this. We change lives on this call. And I tell put it on the pocket. I'm just trying to help as many as I can because I understand how lost it is to be lost. I mean, we all know how to be so lost. We don't even know how lost we are. Y'all ever made it out and somebody asks you how you made it and you go, I don't even remember making it. If you didn't ask the question, I thought I was still in it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Some of y'all don't know how to hurt that much. Like, damn, if you wouldn't ask the question, I thought I was still there. I didn't even realize I got out of here. I didn't even realize people was looking at me. I'm telling y'all, I'm wrapping this up. I'm telling you, that Joseph story scares the hell out of me. Because I am a chronic compromiser. Chronic. And I had to kill myself for that. I had to kill that part of me. I don't compromise anymore. You're not going to rush the $1 trillion company I'm building. You're not about to stress me. I'm not about to rush. I'm doing big things. I'm not about to renounce what I'm doing. When the contract on the table, when we got these steps, and when we got 15,000 applications in, when I can share the screen and say we put this proposal in, then I'll tell y'all. Until the end, I ain't saying nothing. I don't want no applause. I don't deserve no applause. Why? I don't suffer with fear of poverty. See, fear of poverty means me to tell Dion how good I'm doing. I don't need to do that no more. Fear of criticism, I got to tell you every day what I'm doing. I don't need to do that no more. I don't need to do none of that. And Tony, they talking about you. I didn't even know they existed. I mean, you heard what Anne Marie said. I said, we might bring it back. Nope, don't bring it back. They stay where they at. Y'all just gotta remember. It was like 4 weeks ago. Y'all don't know where about it. They stay where they at. About 4 weeks ago. I'm telling you, there's no way. If you believe in God, God ain't never let nobody down that believes in God. It's just impossible. It's not the way it works. When you believe in something, God or not, the most powerful force on the planet is somebody who believes in what they do and refuse to move. Good or bad. I believe in density 6. It is what it is. I refuse to move. I ain't worried about it. I already know. Well, first of all, we doing amazing things, but I ain't worried about none of that. I just know this here. I know if I'm unstable, we ain't getting nothing. I know if I ain't got my own confidence, we ain't getting nothing. And if you think you under attack, you can imagine, Noella, how much I'm under attack. And I don't get to take a day off. I don't get to have a Dion was mean to me moment. I don't get to have none of that. She's not mean to me. That's why I use her as an example. Dion's actually very kind to me. That's why I use her as an example. No, that's the truth. Well, you are. Well, you've been mean to me once, but that was like 6 years ago. That was like 6 years ago. We
don't even talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
I grew up from that.
That was so long ago. And it was for like, what, 5 seconds? So that wasn't even, that don't even count. That don't even count. Yeah, that don't even count. Jalen, I don't know what happens next for you. I just know that as long as you know it happens to you, it doesn't matter what happens next to you. You need more of that energy. You need more of the energy. So Jada need to know stuff, Noella. No, you don't. You need to be more like Grace. Grace don't know nothing.
Nothing.
Ain't Mr. Mill.
He goes,
Nope.
"Ma'am."
Grace got a car she shouldn't have. Still
Correct.
working, shouldn't be there.
Correct.
Her bills she can handle. And she got at least 3 people taking care of all what she needs. If we include your mama, we're gonna say 4 then. I was just thinking about male figures. I wasn't even thinking about, I wouldn't even think of women. Excuse me, my bad, women. I didn't mean to leave y'all out. But I'm a man, so I think about men first. Sorry. It's the truth though. I think about men first. If I was a man to think about girls first, then I would be a gay. So when I think of man, I think of men. Because I'm a man. Okay, I'm a man. Grace got 3 people, 4 people taking care of 100% of her life. It's somebody like Noella going, I wish somebody did that for me. Somebody. What I got to do to be in that number? Deanna got 4 people taking care of everything going on in her life. Your mama, me, your daddy. That's 3. That's
I
3.
hope to say who this fourth person. Don't get me killed.
There you go. There's 3. There you go. There's 3. Listen, is Anne Marie going to make it? You got doggone right she going to make it. And you know why she going to make it?
No.
Because when everybody else quit, criticism and poverty didn't get to her.
Not a quitter.
My last words are this here. I am successful not because I am smart. And I cannot tell you how many times Jerome has heard me say this. I am successful because I am an idiot. Ina, you could probably, if you keep it real, Ina, you could probably list about 30 things that should scare the hell out of me. Every day I get up, you should have, well, this person thinks this person thinks this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And you should think of all the ways that it don't work. Mike, I ain't seen that one of them. I get up every day, Disney Channel dumb. The butterflies. They're working.
Disney Channel, because that was the Proud Family was my show.
Disney,
Disney
Channel
Channel
dumb. I get up every day and Grace, Disney Channel dumb, bro. I get up every day. I had to let y'all. He did the Mickey Mouse thing. I did. Grace called me this morning. I told Grace I'm gonna call you later. I ain't want to deal with Grace. Wasn't nothing problem. I just Grace, am I lying?
Nope, you're not lying.
I wanted to make sure my vibration was okay, Jerome. You hear me? And I'll tell you why. Because what happened, I fooled around and had a bad dream. And that's how Anne-Marie, that's how the devil get me. Because I'm too damn positive awake. Devil be like, okay, he down. Get him. He sleep. Get him. And wake me up in a different vibration. And you know what? The dream, it was 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row, I had a dream that the island, a friend of mine was being mean to me and was betraying me. Got nothing to do with it. It's not going to happen. But that ain't what my subconscious is trying to hear. So what did I do? I said, hey, I had this dream. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I said, no. Don't be sorry. I'm telling you. Because the moment I don't tell you, then we probably ain't together no more. I'm supposed to tell you that it was a bad dream. If I don't, then you out of position. Or I'm out of position. One of us out of position. That's why I leave you. Jalen, challenge your thoughts. You're doing too much. Do less. Grace, you don't need to do it. You don't need to do more. Stop trying. Today's class was clearly for you two, and everybody else got something from it. Mike, as far as me and you go, start thinking billions instead of millions. For the rest of you, I don't know, you'll come up tomorrow. You'll come up tomorrow. I'm going to end this in a way I don't usually do. God, we come to you right now for these souls on this call who, well, we done been through something. And our prayer is to not change anymore. Let us get to the point where we realize we don't need to change. We don't need things to change us. And we don't need to change to get what we deserve. According to every sacred teacher, every master, every sacred text, we just need to be present. But the opposing forces make our body be present, but our mind be on bills. And we can't serve two masters. So when our body is present in class, but our mind is on bills, we can't qualify for our blessings. We get blessed because we believe without seeing. So let everybody, under the sound of my voice, on the podcast later, Ina, today's podcast is called I Tried and I Failed. So God, now that we leaving, let it be that we no longer need to see things to believe we can create things according to your faith and in Jerome's and Grace's in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, y'all. You can't play better. You can't dominate. I sure appreciate y'all. Let's go a whole hour over. It's Anne-Marie fault. Blame her for bringing the Holy Spirit to the call. It's her fault. That's Anne-Marie fault.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
I'll take it.
That's it. All right, y'all. Well, hang in there. Your assignment for your challenge for this week is, let me get one. It's not the one I would have had. So your challenge this week is every day come up with one new reason why you are amazing. And it can't be basic. It's harder than you think, but it's very appropriate for this call. Cannot, if as a matter of fact, and that reason must be 10 words minimum. 10
Can
words
she
minimum.
eat sunflower seeds?
Yeah, 10 words minimum. Y'all got me? So you can't go, because I'm cool. Nope, that's not enough. 10 words minimum. Send that to me every day. Plus your regular ABCs. Cool.
Can I ask the 4-year-old granddaughter why I'm awesome and she can tell me? And
Absolutely. That's the only person that's going to tell you the truth.
These are going to be great answers.
Yeah. That's the only person going to tell you the truth.
Cookie.
That's it. Them kids don't lie. Mama, you fat. Them kids don't lie. Them kids tell you the truth. Them kids tell you the truth. You okay, Mama? You know, y'all seen a pickup on y'all mood and y'all didn't even know. You know, you and Daddy okay? Yep, them kids pick up, man. You gotta be careful. Them damn kids they ain't been corrected yet. They got it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. We got 16 more weeks of this. I promise you. Y'all should already be getting better. Some of us are so, you know. Last thing I say, anything wrong with you is somebody else's thoughts in your head. That's the punchline for this whole 20 weeks. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You got somebody else's thoughts in your head, and you're living the life they want you to live. The moment you live like you want to live, Noella, not what your parents want you to do, you'll be fine. Trauma is just what somebody else expect you should have did. You can't plan better. You can't dominate. Love you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Love you more.
Love you more.
And everybody said, I need to
Bye,
smoke
guys.
after this call. I got to smoke after this call. I understand.